Here for Anarchy Archives, episode 2. And I am very excited for this. I hope everybody else is as well. And I hope everybody's having a good day, good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever y'all may be. This is Anarchy Archives, where we will go over some history and some matches that will be coming up for the next event. Welcome, Bobo the Clown. How are you, good sir? We're adding Mr. Slater right now. Hello, sir.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but as usual, I can't see you.
Yeah, don't you just love, even if we're on a different page, it still doesn't work? It sucks.
It's unbelievable. It's like I'm being hosted by John Cena.
Oh my gosh. You can't see me. Oh my. Now, I am going to say this right off the bat. I did get down shows from, like, some history that I've gone through now. Now, the one that I should have done first that I shouldn't have, which was basically your anniversary show, the first ever one, was The World Is Yours. I wanted to personally save that one, only for the fact that I wanted to go through events that you don't want to do anymore, that you talked about a little bit.
I'll go over all of them. I mean,
Yeah, that's the plan, but I was, like, saying, like, which way we would do it, like, save, like, the best for last, you know?
well, you can't say the best for last because The World Is Yours was not our best show.
Well, it's the anniversary. That's how I see
Yes,
it.
it is. Yes, it is. I've fucking 1 year. It still
Yeah.
shocks me that we're at 1 year. Oh, shit. Sorry. It is hot out here. Like, just simply walking up the ramp like the fucking best world champion that I am, I fucking broke a sweat, and I'm like, Jesus. It's like I ran the Boston Marathon or something.
What's the weather like outside? 100?
Hot. Hot. No, it's got to be like 96 with a heat index of 100 and, 100 something plus Lucifer's ball sack equals like 200 degrees out here.
Well, I tell you, we're up here in the hundreds over here. It's going to be like that for the next few days over here, so I understand the pain.
But tonight we're not only going to be talking about our past, we're obviously going to be talking about the future, and we're going to be bringing up the future here on the second episode. We got Andrew Kato coming on later on in the show.
Welcome, Antonio Dono Frio.
Oh, Hardcore Frio! What's going on, brother?
Welcome. I just saw you popped in. This may be
Frio.
This is your page, so basically this is to everybody on the page. It's public to the whole page, so whoever shows up on it is on it.
It's also public because the page, the SPW page is public. The world will see it too. But Hardcam Frio, he's man, he just picked up footage. I think he filmed the whole thing of the latest Horror Slam show. So when it drops on his YouTube, Hardcam Frio, check it out, man. He's good at what he does.
Speaking of Horror Slam,
Love him.
Hold on, I had something written down for them, actually.
Man, get your shit together.
I have so many wrestling shows written down. I had one written down. They have a show coming up, I believe.
If someone dumb, I'm taking this to you.
Raising Hell actually already passed on August 8th.
Yes, it did. 2 days ago, as I said, he just picked up the footage on that when it drops. Check it out on Hardcam Frio on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
I think I'm saying your last name wrong. I hope I'm right. You can tell me later.
I butcher names all the time, and I don't mean to. So.
This is for Remington Roar, by the way.
Huh?
This is for Remington Roar, by the way.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah. I love Remington Roar. But yeah, we got Andrew Kato coming up here tonight. One half of the Deep South Outlaws.
I did invite him, so
It's when he's available.
yeah.
If he's
Whenever
not
he
here
wants to
tonight, we're
come
gonna
on, he
carry him.
should be able to join in, unless I need to add him. So
You might. I don't know. You might personally have to. I don't know. I don't know how any of this works.
like I said,
Yes, I have.
either way, he'll either join in, and that means the invite lets him in, or I will just have to invite him when he joins up. But when that comes up, we'll be happy to have him.
Watch this. Want to see something magical?
So, should we get into the nitty gritty?
1 sec.
Did something happen to your volume?
Probably because somebody's deciding to fucking call me.
Fuck.
I just declined him. I think.
I can't really hear you, buddy.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Good. Thank God. Fucking people deciding to fucking call me. You know, like, oh, good Lord. I love people. Anyway, if we want to, oh wait, we got one more thing we need to discuss before we get down to the nitty gritty. Before we, head into the past, we might as well address the future of SPW, right?
So you want us to talk about what's coming up?
Yeah, let's get that done first. We got, obviously, Violence No Matter What on August 31st. It's a loaded fucking card. 6 matches have already been dropped. Most recently being Icon, Emperor, Twan Montana, and Craig Mack. That's going to be huge.
Should we also shout out the sponsors?
When I get there.
All right.
Of course, we also got making their SPW and professional wrestling debut, Sebastian Shane going one-on-one with Death Proof Tommy Trainwreck. That's going to be fun as shit. House of fucking Horrors. Not whores. Horrors. Someone thought I said House of Horrors the last time.
Oh my God.
There is, what else do we fucking got? We got a fucking fatal 4-way death, and the winner of that will get a shot at my SPW World Heavyweight title in September. And we got 3 huge title matches, the tag titles between the Syndicate and Monsters Among You in a tag team street fight. We got the national championship on the line between CJ Frost and Jacob NOI in a Full Metal Mayhem match. And of course, our main event of that show couldn't be any more personal. Rob Anderson, Jack Graves, the World Heavyweight title is on the line, and it's going to be contested in a cage of carnage. Now, we got part of the cage right here.
Wonderful.
And we still got fucking so many more great matches to announce for that show. And that show, of course, if you want to mention the sponsors, are sponsored by 6 amazing people and companies.
Cradle and Brazory, Texas.
Do you want me to do it?
If I'm pronouncing the names wrong, yeah, go for it.
All right, Cradle in Brazoria, Texas, yep.
Vape Monkey and Lake Jackson, Texas, right?
Correct.
Wrestling Creations UK by Vinny Aaron Haig.
Close.
Okay.
I mean, I've probably been butchering his name wrong, too. But yeah, good guy, good guy. Whoopsie.
W Energy.
Dubby! I don't know the promo code yet.
Deathmatch Avengers, Skitty Moose and Fat Squirrel.
What a great podcast that is. Check them out on YouTube. Deathmatch Avengers, hosted by Skinny Moose and Fat Squirrel.
And I must have only got down 5, but what's the 6th one?
The 6th one would be Smokerado in West Columbia.
I like that name.
They are. So the 3 smoke shops there's 13 of them. Okay, there's 13 smoke shops in my area. But we only have enough room for three, and those are the three main ones that people go to. If you need your smokables, your vape products, hell, I bought this from there.
Okay.
And I bought my vape pen, which is over here. I got weed everywhere, but I got my vape pen right over here. Bought that from them too. Great product, great prices. Don't let them go away. Support the legalization of THC in Texas.
Most indeed, agreed.
So, but that is not all we got, dude. Like last night, we were all hard at work putting more details together. We have been mentioning that there is an interpromotional show coming up. We finally locked down the date, the details, everything. September 28th, SPW, RCL Wrestling, and IWA Wrestling presents All American Massacre live in Atlanta, Georgia, in the Center Stage Theater where Ring of Honor has filmed some of their shows. It is it's going to be a loaded night of action. Stay tuned for more announcements. Again, that event is sponsored by those 6 amazing companies and people as well.
Most indeed, most indeed. And it's going to
All
be a
American.
very epic crossover seeing all three brands bring their talents prospectively to one stage.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're going to see people from IWA that have never competed in the underground, if you will. It might as well be considered the underground. That like you might see fucking RCL guys walk out with the tag titles. Who knows? That's the unpredictability of the sport, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait for All American Massacre, and we still got so much more to cover.
Most indeed, most indeed. And like you said, we have Violence No Matter What coming up. We have All American Massacre coming up. And you said that you have something planned for September as well.
Do I?
Well, you said that somebody's gonna be like face. You said somebody's gonna be facing you in a contenders match to face you in September. So I figured there was a show
Well,
book.
yeah. There's going to be a fatal 4-way death at August, no matter what. It will be. God damn, who's in that motherfucker? Okay, Little Sicko, JB Anderson, and 2 people making their SPW debut, but they have been impressive around the fucking sport. Ditches McVeigh and Little Skittle. Uh, the winner gets a huge opportunity. That is, if I'm still champion, I have to deal with an RCL Punk in on on that day.
Welcome, Josh Witz.
Who are you? Hang on, let me
Don't-
take a look. What up, Josh Witz? How are you? He lurks around in the SPW chat. I see him. Thank you for tuning in, bud. So before we get started on our path, why don't I just spark one up, eh?
I do want to, before we even do move on to the past, you have something also planned for Halloween.
Oh yeah,
It's going to
that
be
is
a
coming up.
violent weekend. What you told me.
A very violent weekend indeed.
That really
We
gets me
have it.
wondering what you mean by weekend. Do you mean all 2 days
I'm
or
going
3 days?
to. There's going to be a 2-day weekend like we did with our anniversary weekend. Halloween is one of our favorite, times of the year. Plus, it's not hotter than balls outside. Um, it really is. Jesus Christ, I'm like Niagara Falls right now. Let me get my thoughts. So I'm only going to release one thing about that doubleheader weekend,
Okay.
and we will be hosting another death match tournament, where the winner of that will get their SPW World Mayhem Championship shot the following night. So it should be fun. I have the names and the details will be announced as soon as possible. And from who we've talked to, we got an international surprise coming.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? International surprise. We love international talent. We love seeing new talent, and we can't wait to see who this is.
I can't wait for you to see who it is either. Oh my. I can't wait for y'all to see who it is either.
I'm very excited, and I hope the fans are too.
No, I promise it's not super leather.
Don't get my hopes up, okay? Calm down.
Well, we're trying to find out who plays super leather these days, so
I love super leather. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna get too much into that.
he's gonna watch after the show. He's gonna try to figure out how to a way to hack into all of our notes and be like, "Who the fuck are they bringing to this tournament?"
Gonna
Like for the
break the
keyboard
system.
warrior, that doesn't work.
There actually was a keyboard warrior in GTS.
Oh Lord,
And there was
not
also a handstand warrior. Oh, here's the Carolina Cracker.
Carolina Crackers in the fucking house.
I love who just pops up.
Well, I leave as he pops up because I'm trying to fucking fix something here. Pardon me.
You're good.
This is gonna be fun. If I die, this will be the last episode of Anarchy Archives we ever do.
You're
Ain't
right.
no one like me.
I'll put like an RIP episode for like the final one.
Right? Alright, I think I found it. Brian Cummins in the house. Hope to have him on soon.
That'd be an honor.
Check out, I can't remember the exact date, but sometime this month. North Carolina, main event, Hardcore Hillbilly, Brian White at APW, Frostbite, and whatever the rest of the show is called. I didn't, even though I said I had time, I didn't do much of shit with my time before we came up here, but Frostbite and I think Bloodshed. Quote me if correct me if I'm wrong, but it's going to be a hell of a show.
Well, I believe, we also did have We Love Wrestling Death Camp Pass on August 8th as well.
Yeah, I'm hoping somebody caught the footage of that. Well, actually, it's going on IWTV. What the fuck am I talking about?
And IWA Vintage had their show on August 9th. Don't be a menace to Cluster City while drinking you juice in the ring.
I love that title.
When I was announcing the names, my buddy Briggs was like, what the fuck? And I was confused why he said that. And I was like, dude, just the names for the shows. And I'm like, dude, I know, some of these names are wild.
Sean Doug, I think, came up with that name. I'm not sure.
Oh, Death in the Family also has a show this month. Tape Party Tonight.
Something like that. Yep.
On August 17th. Yep.
Okay. What's today, the 10th?
Yes, sir.
Y'all got 7 days. Just like in the ring, y'all got 7 days.
Shit, man. That is right as the ring. Shit.
Mm-hmm. So whoever watched the tape, y'all are fucked.
Yeah, there's many of wrestling shows to stay tuned for in the deathmatch wrestling world, the EFED wrestling world, and the SPW world, and from old to new history.
History continues to be made, man. Like, we're making history alone by having 3 shows under one roof. That's damn near impossible. But
And rare to see.
if you put egos aside and sit under one roof and talk about the love you have for this game, magic can happen. And you want to create magic for all you people watching at home or sitting in the crowds. We want to create magic for all of you. And we plan to do that on the 28th in Atlanta, Georgia. Not this month, September. And trust me, we don't have the time to run another show like moments before violence, no matter what.
Understood.
But it's going to be a hell of a show. You never know who might show up for that.
Exactly. The unpredictability of, like we were just saying. And with these events coming up, there's a lot of big events from crossovers to brands like making new stuff. It's really developing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for a little bit, I'm gonna say, pardon me, from about 23, late 23 to about, I feel it coming, but from so far, eFeds have kind of been in a lull. Do you understand that?
A role?
Like at a standstill. There's
Uh,
nothing really happening right now that's changing the game, and what we want to do with SPW, IWA, and RCL, we want to change the game by showing the world that promotions can work together, and this game is not just about competition or trying to be the best Fed in the fucking world. And you have to sometimes realize at the end of the day, it's not about your numbers either.
yeah.
Because you're supposed to be sitting there having fun. If you worry about the numbers, the fun goes away for you mentally. I made that mistake when I first started out. Oh, fuck, these numbers are too low. This is shit. What do we got to do next? You know? But with SPW, I haven't really worried about the numbers. Yeah, I've looked at them, and I'm appreciative of all the people who have tuned in over the year that we've been around, and hopefully that number continues to grow, and we see more fans for Syndicate Pro. Hopefully Anarchy Archives helps with that. And
Anarchy Archives will continue to help many. That's what the platform is made for.
And we want to, pardon, with this show, we want to lay the foundation of something that will next year hopefully change the game. And, you know, spark a passion in some of these people. And, you know, you may see some old heads come out of retirement because, oh, shit, they're doing something. This company's doing something different. This company's doing something different. Oh, these companies are working together. They used to hate each other. Time to bring peace back to the Fed game. Stop fighting. Stop fighting over stupid shit.
Facts. And people like to take it out of proportion. It's just a game. We're here to have fun. And go on.
I was about to say I woke the fuck up, and my timeline is filled with so much hatred. I'm not going to mention the name of the company, but good lord, get your shit together. I'm not naming any companies, but like they were dragging
Notice in your
people in.
posts you do post about something. I don't know exactly what, but I notice you do post about something.
Yeah, so no, I haven't posted anything about this, but I'm gonna say it live here, man. I know the name of the company. I'm gonna keep their identity, you know.
Yeah.
But the drama shouldn't be public. You should be talking it amongst yourselves like fucking men or grown men and women, right? Like grown men and fucking women. But instead, you took your shit public and dragged people into it that weren't involved in it to begin with. Because in real life, I'm not going to lie to you. If you drag me into something stupid that doesn't involve me, I'm going to just say my piece, probably knock you out and leave. Y'all need it. And, you know, what was the next thing I was about to say? Just get your shit together. Like, I left eFeds for that very reason. And just keep, you know, if you have drama, keep it in your corner. Don't bring it over here.
Facts.
You know, that's what I'm looking for. Fuck the drama. Fuck the hate. Get along, because we all love this fucking game, don't we?
If the old saying goes, it's like, if you don't want problems, why are you the issue? Like that.
Why are you the problem? Yeah.
Exactly. People dig their own graves, and people will continue to do so because people in this EFEC community, I have said it even on the first ever live I did, and I did not bullshit anybody. This EFEC community is very toxic. It's very toxic at times.
Egos are fucking unreal.
Through the roof.
That's shit.
Because they think they're the shit. They're the top dog. Bro, you're a wrestling character. Just stay where you are.
I mean, I'm just chilling. Now that's what I like to do. I these three companies, let's exclude mine because I know what mine's about. But IWA and RCL, I don't see much drama in there. They try to keep the peace, don't they?
Yeah, always.
When it needs to be. Keep the peace within your locker room. Like, you don't need a whole CM Punk, Kenny Omega, Young Bucks situation.
Oh, God.
Then it's going to paint you to look like shit.
Yeah?
That's just coming from an OG, You don't have to
No, I
listen,
get it.
but my advice is out there.
Hey, all to it, man. Fuck yeah. Express yourself. That's what these shows are usually. You express yourself. You feel how you want to feel. You say it, okay?
Say what you need to say.
Exactly.
Say what you need to say. I
Now
can't
we
do my
taking it
Axl
back
Rose
to
impression
old
like I did
history.
earlier. Remember when Brian White came in? I did a whole Axl Rose impression. Yeah.
Gosh, every time I think of Axl Rose, I think of the guy that he looks like, another pro wrestler named Drax Mason from GTS.
I'll be damned if you ain't right. Are you talking skinny Axl Rose or modern day Axl Rose, where he sounds like Mickey Mouse?
Ooh, crap! I should be specific with that, huh?
I think I could get the pass of
I
talking shit.
may need your help deciphering that. I will send you the GTS wrestler that I'm talking about. You tell me. I would need help
Is he
on that.
skinny or is he fat?
Skinny.
Then it's prime Axl Rose, where he can still scream.
Yeah, they literally called him the look-alike Axl Rose.
Oh,
Yeah.
big truck. Does he have long hair?
Yeah, he did for like a good bit there, yeah.
So you're probably looking at a replica of the Axl Rose that goes, "Do you know what you want? Time to die." You know.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I see.
That hurt a little bit. What? I'm gonna do that throughout the show.
Awesome.
But yeah, Kato should be here. If not, we'll probably drag up Brian White. Who knows?
I have no problem with that.
But anyway, you asked if we wanted to get started.
Well, I guess it is fitting that we do start with. Should we talk about the ones that you're not gonna use no more?
I want you to do a mystery vortex. Scramble them up.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. We're gonna start with. I'm gonna see if you can guess which one this is by giving you a few details.
Oh, you want me to? We're doing a game show. Okay, Bob Barker.
No, just for real quick fun. This was in the Yak Arena, Detroit, Michigan.
Man, that was Tournament of Mayhem. Right?
No.
What? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Not the
The
one I
Yak
have
Arena.
down.
The Yak Arena. No, that's Project X. I'm sorry, that's Project X.
Yeah.
I knew we were in Detroit for a Tournament of Mayhem, and I was like, did we go back there? Okay, Yak Arena. In Project X. I love that event for very particular reasons. We definitely seen the best of the women's division show out in 3 triple threats, which I think we entitled them the Project X triple threats. It was to
Okay, all I saw was on each of them they said triple threat winner will advance to the 6-way women's match at Black December.
so Black December never happened, so it wound up happening at Welcome to the Strange. So it was winner.
So that's where that all culminated.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
that
it was
makes
winner.
sense. That makes sense because I have that down as well. So
What, Black
that's
December?
perfect. No, well, Welcome to the Strange.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
Black December didn't happen for, electronic reasons.
Understood.
but the triple threats were kind of
There was Brittany Black versus Danielle Kimbell versus Casey Fox. There
all right,
was
let's talk
Tessa
about that one.
Rogers versus Cassidy Knight versus Maggie Morgan. And then there was Lil Psycho versus Anna Simmons versus a mystery person who turned out to be Lulu.
Aha, yes. So you've watched the show. Good. You didn't come into this dumb, and that person was good. All right, good. Those three triple threats actually were helpful in a way, and it gave me a sense of those work. Because if you notice with those triple threats, there were two people advancing to that women's ladder match, not just one, because it wouldn't have worked. I wanted to do a 6-pack ladder match for the women's belt. And I'm like, well, let's dig up this old booking trick or what have you. That was, I believe, I first seen it. I'm sure it was done before. I could ask Jim Cornette because his mind is unbelievable. But the first time I seen this booking trick was at Best of the Best one for CZW. They had the tournament, and there were, I believe, triple threats.
Okay.
And the person who got pinned was gone. The person who didn't get pinned advanced on for a second chance. And so the person who pinned, say, Casey Fox, say that was Brittany Black. I'm pretty sure it was.
Which Brittany was one of the winners.
That was all right. So say if she pinned Casey Fox, she advanced, but the person who didn't get pinned, say they're, groaning and moaning on the outside because they just got slammed through a ladder or something like that. I don't think there was a ladder involved in any of those matches. But they're trying to recover, they're selling on the outside, but their performance was good enough to keep them alive. I'll be the second chance.
Maggie Morgan was another that qualified that night.
I miss her.
And Lulu, the one that you threw in as a mystery.
One of my favorite people. She's been around for a minute, man. I'm going to say, 10 years? About 10, 12 years she's been around and still one of the most violent strikers in the world.
No doubt there, the ladies division in SPW are very violent and brutal.
I'm going to give you another fun fact on one of those triple threats. Renee, Anna, and Lulu.
Yeah.
It was stacked. It was definitely stacked against Little Psycho because both of the Lulu has the longest history with Little Psycho. Anna Simmons didn't forget the fact that Psycho fucking racked her in the head with a chair. So there was a lot of bad blood in that triple threat match. It was one of my favorites out of the three.
Okay. Respect.
What else was on that card? I can't remember.
You had Jacob Rogers versus Jay King, with Jacob Rogers walking out victorious.
Jacob Rogers, Anna Y now.
That's where he. Okay, I knew he looked like Anna Y. I just didn't want to assume. I was like, should I assume? No.
No, you're good. I'm pretty sure he'd be fine with it too. Pardon me. Yeah, that was a fun match. Big man, little man, David and Goliath, classic Roman Greco-Roman style of shit. Big man, little man, David and Goliath. But we got a fun match out of it, and as you heard, August 31st, he's in a match for the SPW National Championship. So that tells you straight up how far he has traveled in SPW. And to say that he hasn't earned this match is an understatement.
Most indeed. And he shall be facing Mr. Frost.
Part 2, right? As I said.
Because they faced off in relaxed rules the first time.
Yep. Welcome to the Strain. I'm sorry. The world is yours too.
Yes.
My mistake.
You
My mistake.
and Jay King, I would imagine he's still lurking somewhere, yeah?
Jay King. We have been in talk with Excalibur, the team. Jay King and Gabriel Gates, and they will be in action on the 31st.
Okay, wonderful.
To be announced.
Indeed. And I think you're going to be happy about this next one that put up that might give you back memories. It was a three-way dance for the SPW World Tag Team Championships between the Monties, between the champions Crystal Meth, Zeus Miller, and Aleister Gray. And finally, the mystery team, the Backseat Boys.
Hell, that
With
was
the
still
winners
surprising.
being Crystal Meth retaining.
And they wound up pinning the. They didn't pin the Backseat Boys, did they? No.
No,
The
because
back.
remember what happened. I don't want to talk about it yet, but like when we do get there, remember they faced off again. Those two teams.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking.
Right. Right. So that
Yeah.
three-way dance was insane. Um. I truly expected when I went when we sat down and the show was about to begin. Yeah, I'm taking off the damn glasses. Because it also looks like it's about to rain. Thank God I'm underneath an awning, right?
Dang, it was just hot in where you're at. Now it's raining.
It's not raining, but it looks like it's about to, and it's cooled down and it's breezy. Summer
Huh.
breeze makes me feel lovely. I don't know the fucking lyrics, but anyway. Um, at least I'm not singing Afternoon Delight.
Oh my God. Why not?
Um, uh, all right, so the
But it
three-way
seems
dance.
like the Monties have definitely and Crystal Meth have been mainstays for a long time here.
The Monties, their history go, and as well as Crystal Meth, but the Monties a little bit before Crystal Meth. But Crystal Meth has been around longer than SPW, but we'll
Yeah.
talk about that later.
And the
Yeah, the
Backseat
Monties have
Boys
been
have been around.
since then, since November. But they've been in the industry for quite some time.
Exactly,
Managed,
that's what I mean. Like they've been around. Like, yeah.
managed by the an original Backseat Boy and Johnny Cashmere,
And
another
another
good friend of mine.
original member was Trent Acid.
I missed him so much. Um, but yeah, Trent and Johnny were the originals, and then these boys came in and they're spitting images. They were the Amazing Graysons first, but they became successes overnight. Once you're under the wing of Johnny Cashmere, expect success in any division. But yeah, when they came in, I was like, hell yeah, these fuckers they're gonna beat Crystal Meth. They're gonna be the ones to do it. I was wrong. I was way wrong. Um, it was polar opposite of how I envisioned this going, but it happened. Sometimes, don't tell me it's fucking raining already. Sometimes that happens. Man, my
It
legs
was a
all
great
out.
matchup when I watched it. I was honored to watch it.
I might go back and watch some of these. Sometimes I'm afraid to watch them back because um,
Your World
it's
is
kind of like,
Yours is definitely a classic with the picture and everything you guys had for it, the first one.
oh, you mean that first one that had bare minimum on it? When it came to editing, yeah.
But still, that was like a classic feel. It made me feel like I was watching like an old school territory.
Oh, you mean you? It kind of felt like you were watching an early CZW show, like Pyramid of Hell.
Oh my God, that's such a classic. I miss that.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
watch that tonight. Um, but yeah, that three-way was awesome. The Backseat Boys, I don't know if they're gonna be. They might be around for August. I'm still talking to them.
We know Zeus Miller is around, but what's up with Alistair?
Aleister Gray. The last we seen Allie, I believe, was High Times 2.
Not been seen since.
Yeah, I believe there was. I can't remember what was discussed. I do remember Alistair being seen by a doctor that night. Maybe came back a bit too quick, in my opinion. May have reignited the injury. I hope to see him back very soon. It is
Most
raining!
indeed.
Yay!
Got that
Knock
air.
off! Oh, good. As long as, well, wait a minute. Let me move the important stuff out of the way because the drops are starting to hit the, what I call my desk. But anyway, what other one are you about to mention?
Well, here's another on the match card for Project X. This was Charles Colton versus Jason Ramirez, with Ramirez walking out victorious.
Huh. All right, so do you remember? It was a good match, on both accounts. But do you remember the term being tossed around back in the day of the term called 420 booking?
Yes, we've talked about this before on here.
That was the case of it.
Okay.
So Jason Ramirez, who is still very much a hot commodity in the sport and as well as SPW, no, if he can't wrestle on the days we're live, he the door's always open for him. But I needed, a big name that would really elevate or help elevate Ramirez, just in case he wound up, say, losing that match. It would still help him. It would still elevate him and make him a name if he had lost. But the fact he won, he's gotten 2 national title shots and has had amazing matches since then against like Mike Skyros and so many others.
Yeah. Yeah, he actually has a few of the battles in here that I wrote down with past shows.
Yeah, I love Jason. He's fucking. He's won All in the Bank in another I got to remember the name of that company. I need to look it up. But All in the Bank winner, so that means he's probably a world champion now, or he had a world title.
I believe it.
He's won briefcases in other companies. I believe I worked with him in the past, about a couple years ago, and he was good then too. Nothing's changed. I think he's gotten better over the course of the 2 years. So, expect to see Jason Ramirez very, very soon.
So what's up with Charles Colton?
Expect to see him very, very soon. Me and Charles are on good terms. I love Charles. He's currently decorated with gold in some of the promotions he wrestles for in his territory area, if you will. But mainly Kentucky, West Virginia, Tennessee, etc., etc. But he holds gold, and you love to see it.
Most indeed, most indeed. And now, this next match is involving the SPW National Championship, but can I just take a moment to say that National Championship has had a storied career in SPW. Can I just say, like, the
Yeah,
matches you put on for it, like, they've all had a spectacle to them.
yeah. Given the fact of that belt didn't come in until October. The event before it at Hell is Coming 1 between. We'll get to that later. And if you've
Mm-hmm.
watched it, you already know what I'm talking about.
Now, I know what you're
Um,
talking about. I was literally working on that right as you texted me.
yeah. So yeah, with that belt, I could say it came charging in like the Intercontinental. We've had so many amazing matches with that one. And there's still
Like
many
this
more to
one
come with it.
between the champion Twan and Isaac Angel.
That boy's challenged for that belt 3 times.
Three times
Isaac,
and failed, huh?
no, Isaac won it once. Remember?
Oh, he did. But Icon had his number most of the time.
Yeah, he didn't beat Tuan Montana for the belt. He wound up beating C.J. Frost on a house show.
Ah. But Tuan was
Um,
holding on to that for a good bit.
yeah, it was like he was holding on to his favorite toy that was just bought. You know how? I mean, to my knowledge, my fucking son, when I bought him, man, what the hell was it? I think I bought him like the Intercontinental belt or a tag team belt or something like that, and he didn't let go of it for like 6 months. He went to school with it.
Dude, I would too. Fuck.
So I told him one rule. This is a story I remembered. I told him one rule. I said, fine, you want to go to school with it, but you got to remember one thing. If someone challenges you for it, you can't say no. Dewey the hot dog is in the house. What's up, bro?
Yep, Mr. Dewey Kamkasa.
Camusa.
Kamusa. Thank you.
Get your glasses
Kamusa.
fixed.
Next up was the Detroit street fight between J.B. Anderson and Chuck Stein.
That was a good one. That
You
was a
say
really
like
good one.
JB's new, but like then I look at the past show he's done. He's done a lot for you.
And JB has been doing a lot for me for years. I
I was
love him
about to
to death.
say because it just seemed like earlier you were talking about it. It seemed like you were like he's newish, and I'm like he's not really new.
No. When I mentioned Sicko and JB, afterwards I mentioned that Stitches McVeigh and Skittles or Skittles, sorry, are new to SPW.
Okay, I swear you've had him in quite a few matches for your shows because I've seen all these past ones. He's been in quite a bit.
No, JB has been in professional wrestling for quite a few years now, but I've had him within my walls a few times. I'm gonna say since 2023, we've been on good terms, and he's competed for me a couple of times. Um, truthfully, he's getting a huge opportunity this on August 31st. And to be fair, I would love to face him one-on-one. Because
That
that motherfucker can dish out a beating. I love the Soup King. J.B. Anderson, the king of soup. He's a vegan, just letting you know that. Yeah.
what can you tell us about Chuck?
What do I know about Chuck? Chuck's been
Chuck
in this
Stein.
business for that man's been in this business for 30 years. You wouldn't believe it, but yeah, he's been in this business for 30 years. I think he was the longest reigning Horror Slam champion.
Wow.
Um, teamed with the likes of Matthias Thrasher. Um, competed for ICW No Holds Barred a couple of times. I would love to see him back again in SPW. I know he appeared a few times. He appeared recently at the World Is Yours 2. He appeared in the Gauntlet.
Yep.
Oh my God, I was kind of hoping to see him again. Wait a minute, I faced him once. What am I fucking sitting here talking about? He was my first defense when I won the Mayhem Championship. What am I fucking doing? How did I forget that? Probably because he hit me in the head hard enough to the point where I did forget. Chuck can hit like a motherfucker.
I have no doubt most of the fuckers that come through your door can.
Oh, we're getting so many more. Anyway, yeah, Chuck. I forgot who won that match.
Oh, it was JB.
That's an upset. Wow. So this is not the first upset JB's pulled off. That's cool.
Yeah, JB, like
I've been hitting the head
he's
a
had
lot
quite
since
a
then.
few matches, but not saying he's won all of them, but like he's won he's won and lost, you know. Fair.
Uh, so yeah, I've had quite a few matches. So um, since October, since I returned, so I may have forgot some of the outcomes. My apologies.
You're all good. That's why we have history, right? That's why we're going through this.
That's why this is on YouTube, so I can remember.
Indeed.
Our anniversary shows are coming. I promise. I just don't know when. I don't have a timetable.
I know
But
you're gonna pop for this
well,
one because I know this is your deathmatch daddy. Matt Tremont took on Kamikaze with Matt winning. Not retaining. Winning.
yeah, That I believe was Kamikaze's debut for us.
Wow.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yeah, what a debut he had. He put up one hell of a fight against Tremont. Really, really proved he can that he's more than just some stunt guy, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
For POR, he has definitely proved he can compete with the best. In like a fucking, I believe he got thrown by Shane Mercer. Um, he's been tossed around in my company a lot. More notably against JB Anderson in Little Psycho's Madhouse.
Indeed.
But every performance that Kamikaze's had has been unbelievable. But we got to talk about Matt Tremont. The man can have a good match with himself. So once Tremont, if anyone books him, but I know damn well once Tremont's on your card, you're going to have asses in seats.
Most indeed.
And you're going to get a good match out of the man. And fuck, what was the match I fucking watched of his? I believe it was an H2O. God damn it. Shake, 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 Sinara, shake it all about. I can hear your music.
Ain't my music.
It ain't mine. I'm outside. Is
It's
it
the
on
kids'
TV?
music.
So the kids are watching Beetlejuice?
No. They're
I'm sitting
watching
here talking
YouTube
about
videos.
Tremont, and all of
They're
a sudden I
watching
hear
YouTube
Harry
videos.
Belafonte.
Say what?
I said, fucking, I was sitting here talking about Matt Tremont, and I hear that shit from Beetlejuice, that song by Harry Belafonte. Shake, 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 Sinora, shake it all about.
Oh my god.
Yo, that's fucking thunder. Why is it thundering and the sun's out?
I mean, it happened down here a few days ago. Like, I legit saw lightning by my house.
You're up. You're in Oregon, right?
Oh, yeah. We get crappy weather.
Yeah, I'm down here frying near the frickin'. But all right, so yeah, Matt Tremont, he's hurt right
Deathmatch
now. As a matter of
Godfather,
fact,
Father Tremont.
he's hurt. He's hurt in SPW right now.
I remember us going over this on, I believe, the first episode, saying that, because I think we went over some people that got injured.
Just Tremont, more notably. Um,
Nobody else got really seriously injured?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay,
Everybody else that was on the injured list is fine.
perfect. Next up was I think you're going to like this one. This one seems to be a rivalry that was going on through a few that I noticed was Killer Trifecta and Syndicate, with Syndicate coming out the victorious in All Out War.
Because I was there.
Because I was there.
Why do you think? Like, I have been on an undefeated streak since I've returned, including that match. Unbelievable match, by the way. Well, I'm gonna say that has got to be my favorite rivalry, and I wasn't gonna get involved at first, but the Killer Trifecta made it personal. It started affecting my home life and my personal life, and if you're gonna drag me into your business, you're gonna get your ass beat. And of course, I'm gonna be there for my family at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If my fucking if my knee is out of joint, but I'm still gonna have that match. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, my neck was killing me entering that match, and I still did it. I forgot who picked up the pin, but I still did it. And then the month before, I was actually still kind of sort of recovering from J Monsters, that match before entering the the All Out Assault. I faced J Monster, Hell's Coming 1, and got to be my favorite match I've ever done. Next to Tommy Trainwrecks, of course, but yeah, that was a hell of a story since day one.
I'm a fan of the All Out War concept, and we saw a recent All Out War between the Lost Souls and Amazing Bad Trip.
Mm-hmm.
With Lasso picking up the victorious win by pinning Mr. Nomad.
Good match for both of the for both stories, really.
Yeah.
Because All Out War is there's a trick with the 6-man tag concept. All right, if first there's really with the All Out War concept, a 6-man tag can be placed in the middle of your story or at the end. Depends on how you're building it.
That's understood.
Hell, if you want to start it in the beginning, go right ahead too. What's going on, Haley Ramon?
Welcome, Miss Haley Ramon, one of the top talents.
Oh yeah, very much so. She hasn't been in my walls in a year. Hi.
Farewell can make her return. Anything can happen in SPW. And to end off that whole show of Project X was for the SPW World Heavyweight Championship in a TLC between the champion Adrian Knight versus Haku Kushida, with Adrian retaining.
Did you see the stipulation for that?
All I saw the stipulation was for that was the world title TLC. What was the stipulation fully then?
I believe the stipulation was if Haku Kushida lost, he joined the Lost Souls.
And well, he did lose.
Yeah, I mean, Haley, I could shoot on her all day in a good way. Haley came in, and we weren't even 2 months in. We weren't even 2 months into our fucking, our existence. We were still in the infancy stage, and she appeared for us. And that's a big ass name to be appearing for a fucking underground company like us. And it was just amazing. It was an amazing match too. She truly showed out against Valentine Neal. Should I say Valentine Neal's name? I don't fucking care.
We were later. Funny that you say that, because right after Project X, I was literally about to go to the event that they faced at, Bonded by Blood. When the ECW Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Fuck Philly.
That was a hell of a show. That was a hell of a show. Gosh.
It was either that one or High Times 1, where we wound up getting banned afterward from the ECW Arena.
It isn't. I heard I might have some free time around November. Travel plans seem a little light at the tail end of the year, says Haley.
Good. Good.
Now,
I'll be in touch.
To kick off that night, since we are talking about it, let's talk about Haley versus Valentine Neal, where Haley picked up the W.
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much already told my story about that. Haley's a fucking a saint for appearing for us. It seems she's interested in appearing again, and it has been a year. On August 24th, will be a year, or 25th, my mistake. It will be a year since you appeared for us, and I still have the graphic that has her appearing on it, and it was awesome.
A huge honor.
Yeah. So, Haley was competing heavy for another company, which, that was running more than we could. We did, and still do. But I knew the door was open at any time when she was busy. And Haley is a great athlete, in my opinion. Great athlete, hell of a storyteller, can work the mic like none other. Kind of reminds me of Dr. Thugonomics with a female.
I feel like she does have the ability, agility, and she has definitely proven it everywhere she has been. I have seen her, when I first saw her, she was working for the company where Eddie books at for Lewis, called RCW. And that's where Eddie first saw her, and her athleticism and her skills.
I don't even remember where the fuck I saw her first. I think floating. Just floating around, the Facebook Fed community, and again, I don't remember shit from August. I do remember the main event of that show, and it was a hell of a main event. But her and Valentine Neal was another standout, and the tag team titles being crowned.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Since you just brought that up, we might as well talk about it then, and that was between Crystal Meth, Zeus Miller, and Aleister Gray versus Peace, Love, and Deathmatch, Anthrax, and Alex Stretch, with Crystal Meth winning.
Yeah, so Peace, Love, and Death have been involved since day one, if you've noticed. I love them both with all my heart. Like, Alex is such a good dude. Much motherfucking Wicked Clown love to him. He was on that IWA show. IWA Vintage. They started out with Mouse versus Alex Stretch versus Tarzan Duran.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that IWA Vintage show, whenever it drops, please fucking check it out. Brian Picard and Jimmy Chondo Lion are doing great things over there. Anyway,
IWA Vintage is good stuff. It is.
Yeah, I would love to see their shows though.
Right.
You know. But yeah, Alex actually was issued an open challenge on the first show, but we're not talking about that. Peace, Love, and Death, and even to this day, separate and together, are still making noise in the independent deathmatch circuit. I believe their time is going to come in SPW when they become tag champs, and when the day they do, I believe the world is going to melt in positivity because they deserve the world.
They most do agreed. That is very much agreed.
Look at Alex. He has 2 deathmatch tournament wins to his resume. Former or possibly current PWA deathmatch champion. And now what other fucking belt did he hold? God damn it! Anyway, he's done it all in a short amount of time. Anthrax, the same thing. The only 2-time X-Brand champion. He's underrated in my opinion, and he deserves more. The whole damn crew, Lady Blakely too, deserves more.
Most indeed agreed. And that match up at Bonded by Blood was very good and memorable.
You brought up Crystal Meth. I forgot. Let's not forget about them. They've been around longer than any team on that roster.
The team has definitely proved themselves all around.
So not originally with Aleister Gray.
Yeah.
Aleister Gray was trained by Damian Zeus Miller, right, in the SPW Wrestling Academy.
Yeah.
And but before that, though, it was me and Zeus. We have won tag gold together 3 times, but we have not wrestled together since 2018.
Wow.
And upon talking about bringing Crystal Meth back, and I said, well, there is a fucking shining star in the school. I believe they're ready. Why don't you start teaming with them? There you go. Magic happened, and Aleister Gray would be... Oh, my God. He made history that night. What the fuck was it? Potentially the youngest tag team, or the youngest athlete I've had win gold in our company.
That's a pretty big accomplishment, I would say.
Yeah, and Zeus is the holiest person to win a title in the SPW locker room. He is an ordained minister, so if you want to get married, go ahead and call him up.
Hear that, ladies and gentlemen? You want to get married by a famous deathmatch wrestler? Call up Zeus Miller.
Damian Zeus Miller, yeah, find him up here, Zeus Miller. But obviously you will have to pay for his booking fee.
Understood.
That is the one of the key things in preparing a wedding on that list. Hire a minister.
Indeed.
But it's not the most expensive. Definitely not. A minister's not that much, I don't think.
Well, I
I mean,
guess.
come on. One time
I
the
don't know.
man
I guess it
married.
depends on where you're at.
I mean, I don't mean this to. When I say this, I don't mean to be offensive by any means of the law. But the man married lesbians behind them all. So, like, he married two good-looking women. I was there. Um, this is also a story for whenever he comes on too. But um, we were going to go toke up, and we had just wrapped up a show. We were going to toke up, and he heard these two again beautiful women talking on the bench as they were kind of sort of waiting for the bus, and they were like, he's like, I didn't mean to pry or intrude or anything, but I can marry you guys. And they're like, really? I was like, I guess I'll be a witness. And so afterward, he marries them right there, right in the fucking entryway of the mall. I mean, it last minute, but the marriage wasn't official. And then afterwards, we smoked a bunch of weed, and he went home with them.
That's wild.
That's the story I remember. He might tell a different story. Who knows? But
Well, it would
yeah,
be an honor to have him on in the near future.
hold on. Let me see something. I mean, you can ask me the next question, but I'm going to see what he fucking does. Whoops! I almost hashtagged his name. Ah, shit. Hold on. I'm not used to this at all. See, there we go. Thank you all for tuning in. Next question, sir.
Well, the next matchup that we'll go to is the all-out war, but it was not your normal all-out war that we see today. What I noticed, you guys did a Titantron video where you showed on the graphic about what was going on in the backstage parking lot area. It was like legit all-out war backstage, but then when it came to the match, it was Damian Rage versus Andre Simmons, with Damian walking out victorious.
Oh, you called it an all-out war. Okay. Oh, yeah, that was a
Oh,
beefy fucking.
I because when the graphic came on, I assumed it was going to be both teams. But then when I saw it wasn't both teams, it was literally just the two. I was like, okay, where are the other people? And I was like, oh, okay. But I figured it was just all out war in the sense of it was literally all out war between the two.
Oh yeah, dude. Rage and Andre Simmons really. That was a beefy match. Very beefy. That was a lot of meat in one ring. But I'm gonna tell you, Damian Rage came out of that Tron like he was fucking Nick Gage, dude. Like a fucking cannon. Because he was tired of their shit.
He was a monster throughout that thing. I'm not gonna lie. Fuck.
He was tired of their shit. He stole they stole their belts. Like they basically mugged Vincent Omen at the World Is Yours to become the HHO tag team champions. I mean, it wound up getting reversed for some stupid reason, but it happened. But yeah, Rage found it fucking disrespectful. He beat the living shit out of him. What else would you do?
Well, he had every time to go into Rage, and he did, because if we remember, that he did not waste any time going after Andre right as Andre was entering.
Yeah, Andre didn't need that entrance.
No,
Fuck your
literally,
entrance.
Rage did not give him an entrance. He freaking just started going at him.
Yeah, fuck your entrance, man. But yeah, he came right at him. And that's what, and that was one thing I posted, stop talking behind a fucking keyboard and do that shit on site. And that's what Damian Rage did.
And so he did so, and we all saw the results. And we just talked about the Killer Trifecta versus the Syndicate in a all-out war.
Yep. And the outcome, as you've seen, went into our favor because we have all the gold.
Yeah.
We have all the gold. Why? If you remember from MLW, early MLW, when Joey Styles was still on the mic, there was an integral line that I remember. I hear him screaming, "Why do the Extreme Horsemen have all the gold?" That is the same question that everyone has been asking me. Why do the Syndicate have all the gold? Because we're that damn good. You've seen what my boys did to the Kogars. You are going to see what they are going to do to Monsters Among You on August 31st. You have seen what they have done to every tag team since they have been champions.
Well,
And look at what
their
Brittany Black has
resume
done.
does speak for itself.
Brittany Black has held the women's gold twice, and we're still looking for an opponent for her. It seems that everyone's afraid to step up to Brittany Black.
Well, Brittany is a very tough athlete.
And then you have me, the greatest Mayhem champion of all time. Forget about what he's done. Forget about what Zeus did. Zeus, my friend, made that belt irrelevant, and I had to beat him to make it relevant again. 10 years was too long, and you could blame the last booker of that belt. As I said before, before I was rudely interrupted by CJ Frost, why is he jumping into my division anyway? But as I said before,
not gonna lie, I think I might have been provoked that because I provoked you at that moment.
You already
I brought up
provoking me
something
now,
that you
Mr.
did not
Heyman.
like to hear.
You're provoking me now, just by existing.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
So you're interrupting me again, but you know what? I like you, Larry.
I just did, so this is the show that you told me I could come on and host.
That is
And
very
that's
much
what I'm
so.
gonna do. If you can't take the criticism, why are you in the sport?
I can take your criticism, and I'm about to take your glasses and snap them in front of you.
You say
Anyway.
that, but you can't.
I know where you live, Lawrence. Anyway,
Okay, and that's supposed to scare me. Why?
Let me continue.
Please do. You're getting off topic.
There's a dog. Hold on. There's a dog.
Oh, is it Rob Anderson?
There's a dog. No. But you're about to see an appearance. You're about to see an appearance. Oh.
You said dog, so it's gotta be Rob Anderson.
No, this one.
Oh, that dog.
This beautiful pooch.
That Doge.
You got an appearance. Yes, you do. All right. Is she going outside right now?
So is that your co-host?
And no. Oh, wait, you talk about the female that's talking in the background? Yes. The dog? No.
I thought the dog was your co-host. Damn it.
Nah. But anyway. But as I was saying, when CJ Frost was on, before CJ Frost came on the other day, I'm the greatest hybrid death match wrestler of all time. 16 years have proved it. And this is the message for you, Lord Chaos. You barked up the wrong tree and pissed off the wrong dog. This old dog still has some bites. But anyway, great match between Damian Rage and Andre Simmons. What's the next one? And I didn't mean to offend you, Lawrence, but you know what? Hey. It's that switch, like the Undertaker talked about. That switch can go off at any time.
I've learned to deal with it with you. You're going to be fun to work with more coming in the future.
Oh, I'm going to be feuding with you, Larry? You will die quicker than one-man crew.
Hey, I didn't say anything about feuding. You're the one that brought up feuding.
But anyway, keep going. What's next?
Excalibur, Jay King, and Gabriel Gates versus Soulless Psychos, Kid Psycho, and Draven Soulless.
Oh,
with
wow.
Excalibur taking out the victory, and that was the match to kick off Bonded by Blood.
Oh, wow. So, okay. Yeah, that started a whole different... That opened a whole new can of worms, didn't it, that night?
Well, Jay King also went on to go do his own thing for a while, what it looked like.
Jay King started as a singles guy.
Okay, okay, I was curious about that because it looked like he was teaming with Gabriel, and then it just kind of like, oh, okay, singles.
Right. So, no, that was their debut. It started a whole new can of worms. Actually, Excalibur was undefeated for a little bit. But it opened a whole new can of worms between two of our students in Draven Solus and Kid Psycho.
Did they not get along for too long?
Oh no, fucking Draven Solus beat the hell out of him in the parking garage. Right afterwards. There's photo evidence right on our social media.
Out of rage. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Fucking it was nuts. So we booked that match for High Times 1, and it was. We'll talk about High Times 1 later, but that was by far one of the best student matches we had that we've showcased on our show with Draven and Kid Psycho. But we're talking about the tag match, a good tag match. But you could definitely see there was not a lot of chemistry between Solus and Psycho.
And yet they had a tag name that was pretty put together right off the spot.
Yeah, that was kind of on the fly. I will admit it. And plus, I will admit this, there was not enough room to write both their names on the graphic. It would have went off the thing. And then if I made it smaller, you would have been squinting at it. So,
I believe
yeah,
it.
Kind of on the fly. This is what I'm calling you. It's not going to last long. Merry birthday. God damn it, Bear.
Well, that matchup was good nonetheless. And then we also had, you brought up Brittany Black, who actually was a special guest referee this night against Amaya Garcia and Anna Simmons, with Amaya taking out the victory.
Ah. Was it, to my knowledge, I believe there was a bit of a slow count on the behalf of
there
my
was.
sister there.
Do you have situation behind this?
It's over. Yeah, Brittany saw the match on paper. I guess she was just wandering around in the office like she normally does. And she's like, let me in on that match. I'm like, how? And I'm like, I'm not putting a three-way dance up there. And they're like, special guest ref. I'm like, okay, go. Go right ahead. Hey, Harley, how are you? Yeah, dude. So that, I think, was our only special guest referee match.
Like ever? In general?
So far, yeah.
Oh, well.
Huh. That's got to happen more.
Never know, very well could.
Yeah.
And there was also a match between Mike Skyros and Charles Colton.
The first time they've ever met. Yeah.
And that was where Charles took up the victory.
At Bonded by Blood?
No, Mike, sorry.
I was about to say, I remember that going a different way. What alternate universe are you in, Doctor Strange?
You know, that actually would be a good question.
That would be actually fucking a great show title. What kind of universe are you in, Doctor Strange?
Why not?
But
Better
anyway,
get it ready for one of these shows.
God, that was a good match. Good story, too.
But those were the first time they met, you said.
Yes. Hang on. Yeah, hang on 1 second.
Oh. Hello.
Hold on.
Wow, it looks amazing inside. But where's our stuff? Where's our toys? Where's my favorite fire truck?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Wade's going to go do that. Please stay tuned for Violence No Matter What. And also, oh my gosh.
and determined to outplay Mexico.
Is that Kato?
It is Kato.
Kato?
Welcome.
What's up?
What's up, guy?
Nothing much, man.
Oh shit, man. How you feeling?
Dude, tired and sore.
Oh man,
We wishing you a speedy recovery, brother.
that was
I
gnarly.
appreciate that, man.
Mm. Man, we were just going over the history of SPW a little bit, and then I went off into a heated promo. You know how that switches, Kato? Like it goes right off.
Yep.
Goes
Yeah, I
right
mean,
off. Like when you feel it, man.
yeah, when you feel it, and you gotta let it out.
So you've been in the industry what 20 years, man?
Going on probably 23 now.
So do you remember your first match, like your debut match ever?
Um, hell yeah, I did actually. Um, I was just a skinny ass twig dude, you know. I was in the mix of trying to figure out where I wanted to be in life with wrestling in my mind and in my heart. And I left my original trainer and went and I wrestled. My very first match was a handicap match against Jack Berserker or something, or Berserker.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in front of who used to be called the world's sexiest midget, Hornswoggle, which honestly, me and him don't like each other.
Oh.
But it's okay because I let shit go and he, I don't know, he did his thing and I don't really care. But, and man, did I look like crap then.
Mm-mm-mm.
I was nervous as hell.
Oh,
I mean, we
did,
were in
did
a
you
big,
have? Sorry.
well,
Did you? Dang it! I just got attacked by a bug. First of all, but my question was like, did you have that like the usual feeling? Like I've heard that some wrestlers threw up before they went on. You didn't have that happen?
no, I, um, I felt like I had to shit my pants.
Oh my God!
Um,
I've heard that recently from a lot of people. They're like, yeah, there was a couple of times I shit my pants taking a bump from the top rope.
it was like I had to, but I didn't.
Mm.
Um, I remember when I got in the ring, my mind kind of went spaced out. Like I went blank,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh hell, I don't know what I'm gonna do because here you are when you're training, you're taught so much different things, and um, it went out the door. As soon as I walked out the curtain, like all these fans, I kind of got like mind twisted, you know. And then I get in the ring, I get pounced on. I literally took a pounce, and I almost went pretty much through the ropes, hanging there by my feet,
Mm.
and get done. And I realized, hey, I need to start smartening up before I not last too long. And here I am 23 years later, still doing it.
Hell yeah, brother. And we're glad you're still here. We
I
really are.
appreciate it. I appreciate
Uh,
that.
um, I know, Mr. Larry. Larry has a lot of questions for you.
Okay.
Is he there?
Uh, I I was aware that we were asking. I thought we were just talking to about SP. I did not know that we were doing
Let's continue with
because
that.
I
But I got a
usually
lot
interview
of
people for breaking kayfabe, but
questions. Oh, I know.
so I wasn't sure because he is a pro wrestler, but I usually keep those guys for breaking kayfabe. I just wasn't.
That's
Thought we were
fair.
just
That's
talking about.
fair. All right. Let's. What event were we on? Bonded by Blood, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we were talking about the history of the sport, and obviously Kato came in. Oh Lord, when did you come in? Recently? Gonna say about 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Yeah, about that. Little longer, maybe. Probably about 3-4 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we were on Bonded by Blood, which happened pushing a year ago now. And we were talking. What match were we about to be on?
Well, we were just gonna talk about Icon King versus Garrett Ryan.
Oh wow.
Underrated match.
Yeah.
Icon King walked out the W that night. And
Yeah.
we were just talking about him in his national title career.
Yeah. He won it in October against Mike Skyros. I know we're going to talk about that event later on, but that that match led to a very rich history of title defenses and great matches. He was a fighting champion, whether you like him or not. I think he's a despicable human being for what he did to Tito Garcia, but at the end of the day, he put that national title on the map.
Yeah, he did. He
But
had some wicked shit that he did, but yes.
and but that match, Garrett Ryan and him, that slept on because it was a really good match, and I believe could be like if Garrett Ryan's still around when this happens, but could be like the foundation of the junior heavyweight division. You know,
I could definitely see that.
like, that was a fast-paced match. I'm surprised Twan wasn't blown out or blown up, as Garrett Ryan made his debut and really showed the fuck out. I really recommend that match to anyone who thinks that SPW is just blood and gut. Look at that one.
All right, let's join the rest of the pups.
That was a really good match. I actually watched that one.
Mm.
And
Bonded by Blood as a whole is really slept on, in my opinion.
yeah.
And you've already claimed it would never happen again, but we have a whole future ahead.
Yeah, right now I have no obviously because we have Violence No Matter What coming up on the 31st, so that title's been discarded for right now. But it was more of a credo, as I think I told you before. It was a credo that we were kind of going by, plus Violence No Matter What. But the syndicate as a whole, the group, is bonded by blood. We have bled together for the pushing 3 years. And in some of the best matches we've ever had, including the ones we've talked about before, the All Out War and the tag title matches and all that stuff. And we bled all over the fucking place. Got kicked out of Philly for it. So I'm bonded by blood for these for the syndicate. So
Hell, I'm proud I came aboard, man. It's been a crazy ride so far of what I've seen and what I've been in. So
yeah, you came in facing Alex Stretch.
yep.
We were just talking about Mr. Alex.
He came in. He's like I remember the promo when it dropped. He's like, surprise! I was like, shit. Like that's all I could say was shit. And so
You know, speaking about that promo it was something unique and different I had to do and step out and make people realize you slept on me and now it's time. Now it's my time. So fuck all you, you know?
mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I love it.
We welcome. I think I said it on the first episode. I'm gonna say it again. We welcome anyone of all shapes and sizes in the LGBT with the other letters at the end that I can't remember, but you know what community I'm talking about. If you're of that community, you can come in and tell your story as well. We welcome anyone to tell their story.
We don't discriminate.
I never.
You've seen it a lot lately.
what was I about to say here? Damn, that hit must have fucking crept in. The Grim Creeper crept in. Man, like, what if these people, they enter the locker room and they get judged instantly because they're trans, but they've already been publicly humiliated enough. They don't need to enter another environment where they're going to endure the same fate.
You speak about that. I mean,
I've been publicly
my first
humiliated, but I don't give a fuck anymore.
my first interaction with the transgender was a referee, and it was actually in Michigan, and
Mm-hmm.
one of the coolest people I've ever met as a referee. You know, just a downright laid back person, just like to kick it and hang out with people, and it. I mean, understandably, I get how some people can be, worried and frustrated, but at the same time, they're just people too.
Yeah, I was about to say I watched a movie the other day. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry because I'm on an Adam Sandler kick. And at the end, Dan Aykroyd, right there in the middle of the courtroom, said, "At the end of the day, they're fucking people too."
Yep.
So
It, it,
I
it, I,
welcome anyone.
I get it with other like professional sports, maybe football, because obviously I don't think that would be right. Um, and maybe the Olympics, because I think if you're gonna do something like that, it should be with your own gender. So if trans people wanted to participate, I think they should have another added on addition to sports where it's transgender people. I think that might be fair and equal.
Right, right.
But
So
instead of kicking them to the curb, let's try to figure out a way to make it equal.
exactly.
There actually is a company I support and follow from the UK called Wrestling with Pride, which does represent, like, they stand out to the LGBTQ community, and there's people in that company of all different, like, like they all have different things that they're into and that they're
Yes,
about.
I
So
do follow them.
Ghazi Devereaux, I believe I'm saying her name right, has a company in similar vein in North Carolina, PWA,
Yep.
that's really cool.
and yeah,
I
I
respect
would.
that.
Ghazi's a saint. I don't give a damn. Um, so yeah, we welcome anyone in our doors, and we did that. I mean, Alistair Gray is one. We already broke that norm by putting the belt on. You know,
Hmm.
It
and
it's
you know what?
it's amazing.
No one was mad at that. And to be fair, crystal meth became one of the most over acts in the company,
Hmm.
Yeah.
and I love to hear that for in exclusivity. Thanks for sharing that, Brandon. I hadn't heard of them before. Oh, Haley's still here. Awesome. Nice. Glad to see you're still here.
Two people on my, at least what it says on my end, two people are currently watching.
My viewer count is broken. Um, but what the fuck?
There
What
could be
match
more
next?
watching. It's just the internet or Messenger just being Messenger.
That's true too. What's the next one?
Well, the next one is, and also I am a nice guy that likes to get things planned at the last minute sometimes. I did prep you some questions, Andrew Kato, after this card.
Oh, damn.
Mosh
Wow.
pit death match between a man that we've talked about quite a bit lately.
JB.
JB Anderson versus a mystery opponent, which turned out to be your favorite wrestler, Logan, Danny D'Amato.
One
Wow.
of my favorites. I have many. The main one that's at the top of my list, and he was taken away from us in the sport too soon. He's still alive and well, but Thumbtack Jack.
Yeah.
From Germany.
Yep. He's always at the top of my list. I've been doing a lot of history on him or doing a lot of homework on him while trying to prepare a nice little list for what's coming up. But I've been watching a lot of Freedoms, Big Japan, Frontier, etc., etc. to really brush up on my knowledge of the Japanese deathmatch scene as well. But yeah, Danny coming in, he was confused at first. I'll break the fourth wall. He was confused at first. He was like, "Wait, you really want to book me?" I was like, "I mean, yeah, in the future, but no, this is a video game." I'm like, "Let's talk about this." He's like, "Oh yeah, let's do it. Go ahead." And yeah, it was a match I think should actually happen.
Yeah, that would be an amazing match.
And
Most indeed.
I think me and you, Kato, have talked about a match I think should happen.
So, do I got to start it off?
I mean, say what you need to say. I mean,
All
I know
right.
you got your history with Jimmy controversy. So
Oh God. I'm gonna
Let's
shut
just
up. You
let's
say what you gotta say. I'm kind of happy for this, so please say what you got to say.
let's just say it like this: Jimmy Controversy loves running his fucking mouth way too much, and I get that because that's
yeah.
all he's good for is just talk sometimes. But there's only one person who is truly controversial. Now, I've been controversial Kato for the longest time, and
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy Controversy has met the wrath of my beatings once or twice. Now it's time that we enter the realm and get this shit started. Real. I want to whoop his ass in a toy box death match. I want to
Oh,
whoop his ass in a all-out 102 battle. And then I want to whoop his ass in a nothing but glass sheets surrounded by the ring.
Hmm.
So
Well,
if he's got the balls, let's bring it. Let's do it.
let's do it. I mean, we might have an open slot for August 31st if he responds.
Well, if he don't respond, he's just a little bitch.
Well,
for those
if he
that don't
doesn't,
know, Mr. Kato, if you don't mind, do you mind telling us where yours and Jimmy's first matchup, like matches, like have been before?
it hasn't. I don't think it happened.
No, we've encountered each other once.
Okay.
We started talking trash at Southern Outlaws. We met there
24.
uh, at IWA Deep South, and
Mm-hmm.
then I believe we did Carnage Cup, and no, we went to Massachusetts, in fact, for NEW for Sportswire Radio for
Mm-hmm.
the hardcore tournament, and I beat his ass in that. I actually faced him one-on-one for the hardcore tournament, and I beat him in that. And then it's just been little chitter chatter talk back and forth. Now it's time that we get this started and make it happen.
I
Well, you
mean,
heard it right there, ladies and gentlemen.
that's wow. All right. I mean, the slot is open on the 31st. If he answers, awesome. If not, we hope to see you. We're probably going to see you on the 31st addressing him again. I feel it.
Yeah, I'm actually going to send you something that you can post, and
So,
it'll probably be it might be made later tonight.
okay, that's fair.
You know, one
So,
way to get Jimmy to respond to you, go over to his company called Venom Pro. Go say hi.
that's true. That is true. I forgot
um,
all about Venom.
you know,
Welcome, Louis Lyra.
yeah,
Am I
What's
saying?
up?
stop,
Uh, Le-
Louis.
Louis Laria. I think I said his name right. Laria?
I believe that's how you say it.
Because I remember a guy that used to wrestle back in ECW. He faced mainly against Mikey Whipper at Loria. So
Yep,
Yes.
kind of in similar vein.
I remember those
Um,
matches.
oh my God, with Jason Knight and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Jason Knight, a name that is synonymous with an ECW.
Yep. Still around to this day running Assault Championship.
yeah.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of that. He's on my Facebook. Him and his woman, and um, they're crazy. It's crazy, man, because he's been going through some shit. So,
Oh, I know. Much love to him, though.
yep.
All right,
Respect the
so
original ECW.
Danny and JB, again, a match I think should happen in real life at some point. I mean, he's already debuted in the chains.
Yep.
Took one hell of a beating against Dr. Redacted, but it was a good match.
Now,
But
yeah, that would be a good match.
so JB, I forgot the outcome of that fucking match too. Remind me, Larry.
Oh, for the JB match, that was Danny.
Danny got the win. Okay, that's kind of what I remember. All right, I was making sure.
Yeah, because you actually did brought it up when you were bringing him up when we first talked about him in that one interview.
He went on an undefeated streak a little bit. Yeah.
Because then you faced him for your belt, and yeah.
At the Madhouse.
Yep.
What a fucking match.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm sitting on this fucking, I think it's a stool. It might be a table. Whatever. But my back fucking still hurts from that spot where I did the swanton off the ladder.
I have no doubt you did a big one, and it was very electric. It got the highlight reel going.
It did. They're like, God damn. I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't know what you want me to do, but I straight up said the Hardy era of Slater is over for a while.
Yeah, you did. He stated that. If you go back and watch that, he did state those words exactly. And then he
Yeah.
called me the next day and said it exactly again.
Oh yeah, dude, I can't do it no more. Like, I had to do something big because that was someone I've been dying to face for a while. But anyway, back to DeMonto. He picked up the win. JB put on a hell of a fight, as he always does in every performance.
And Bonded by Blood ended with a match that you brought up a little bit earlier as we are about to get into it. It was an Iron Man for the SPW Heavyweight Championship between the champion Jay Kenzie versus Bam Sullivan, with Jay retaining, and the final score was 3-2.
I'm gonna briefly correct you. That was Haku Kushida, but the guy behind it is you got his name.
Yeah.
But Haku Kushida won it in the 10-man gauntlet, hardcore gauntlet, at the previous show. The World Is Yours, and we've seen it reappear. The World Is Yours too. Yeah, Bam Sullivan. We fed him right to the wolves, didn't we? We fed him right to Bam Sullivan. A very decorated athlete, 2-time Danny Havoc hardcore champion, former NYC wrestling tag team champion with Mouse. So Bam can really do it all, but there was a little bit of a flair with that Iron Man match. It was deathmatch rules.
I forgot about that. Yeah, it was.
So yeah, that was brutal. That came to 3-2. Holy fuck! And it was what, 20 minutes?
At first I thought it was 15, but yeah.
It was 20 minutes. You got 3-2 in fucking 20 minutes. God damn, boys. All right.
Well, that shows that, like, because it looked like it was coming to that tie point, but it looked like it could have gone either way. But like at that last bit, we all saw what was happening.
There was so much blood on that goddamn canvas. What a story! I want to rewatch that now. Wow. I know it was I remember using it in a highlight. There was a different commentator at the time. Fucking Brick. That's his name now. His name is Brick. Yeah, there was a different commentator, and we had that match highlighted on an episode of Carnage TV. And
Yes,
so
you've had a few Carnage. You've had a few Carnage TVs. Not too much, but you've had quite a bit.
Is that a dog? Okay, that is a dog. Yeah, there's 2 seasons. There's a couple of episodes that need to be released. But yeah. Yep. With that, it may come back. Depends on how I'm feeling. There was just many reasons why we canceled it this time. But
Was
when the
this the
time is right,
arena
it'll
that
be back.
you guys can't work there no more? ECW arena?
Where at Bonded by Blood or Carnage TV?
Bonded by blood.
Yep. We went there
Yeah.
one more time, so I think it was at High Times when we got fucking booted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we used glass.
Oh, man.
There was too much glass for both the events. You can't come back. I think it's only for a year. We'll be back at some point.
Hey, at least it's only a year and not a lifetime ban.
Oh, we're lifetime banned from the Hammerstein. That's why we haven't been back since the World is Yours won.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, fuck that. SPW can't fucking go nowhere near New York unless we go to fucking some place in Cortland. But anyway, what's next, man? What's next?
Well, I have those last minute questions I made for Mr. Kato, so I don't let him leave here disappointed.
All right, go ahead.
Well, Mr. Kato, I will ask the first question on here since he asked he got us started with the first question. Can you tell us about your
Even though.
training and background?
Oh yeah. So my training started back in right after I graduated high school in 2003. Holy fuck, I'm old. Um, I
Sorry.
started off with Angel Armani, with
Mhm.
Silas Young and
Remember that
Rashi
name?
Brown.
Wow, those are big names.
And
Wow.
I did have a hard time at first, like half the men in America and in the world. Uh,
I did. I did.
we we have, sometimes we can take things in easily, but other
Mhm.
things we tend to take in a little bit difficult. So for the first year, it was rough for me because my attention span was like zero. Like it was hard for me to take in things. Um, but yeah, that was. I mean, I got I I learned up. I grew up and trained in the hard way. A lot of my training was 2 hours before a show. Get your ass in the ring. Get my ass whooped.
Mhm.
Come back out into the locker room. All right, did you learn something? What'd you learn? What'd you do wrong? Or what do you think you did wrong? Here's what you did wrong. And then let's do it all over again. So back in the day, it was tough to be growing up, and nowadays a lot of people got it easy. So
I remember one part of my training that I had difficulty with was
now leave her
and
alone because she's calling me.
what was that goddamn spot in the fucking corner? You fucking flip over the rope, kind of like what Ric Flair
Oh,
did.
oh, the flip over the rope. You're not talking about the tree of woe, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not
He's
like
talking.
talking
Are you talking
spinning
about
death.
that cell he would do in the corner, the cell
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
where he would like go over and then he would like come back or whatnot?
yes,
He'd go over and like kind of strut the apron and get clothesline sometimes,
Uh
or
huh.
yeah.
go over, go up to the next one, get caught, and
Now I was getting it down
sure,
right, but one
all
time
good.
they threw in this thing. All right, now you got to dive through the fucking top two ropes. And I was like, fuck. All right. I can do this. I tried my best. Got the first part down. When I went towards the rope, I fucking tripped over the rope and I sold it. I straight up sold it. They were like, "Are you selling right now?" I said, "Possibly," because I'm too embarrassed to get up. I straight up told them I was too embarrassed. I tripped over the fucking rope. I was mad at myself. But eventually I got it, and it became an integral part of what I used to do. I used to slingshot and do a DDT inside.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. And it's still a part of my video game arsenal. It's a part of my video game arsenal too.
Hell yeah.
Well, no, 25. I do that fucking Austin Theory neck breaker. I got to switch that. Sorry. I hate it when they fucking reverse me because I'm taking a fucking like a very short bump with a clothesline.
Ah, shit. Bumping for
I just
me
got fucking
was
stung, dude. God damn it.
bumping for me was easy. It was transitioning into other moves, like reversing, going into a move. That was a little bit harder for me to take all in. But as far as learning, I would watch myself every time I get in the ring. I would always watch the video the next day or constantly run through my mind, well, I need to do that better. I need to work on that. So also back in the day from training, that's how I learned how to constantly evolve myself into something different and do other stuff besides the basics.
How do you think your style has adapted since?
Tremendously. Honestly, the more look, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the Milwaukee scene. Let's just put it that way. Um, so I give all those guys that helped me along the way credit. But from when I first started till now, and how I am now, um, it adapted to the point of I was just basically doing basic wrestling matches to the last 5 years of my career. I vamped up and stepped out of my comfort zone a lot more than I used to. Um, and it was all due to just trying to prove myself and prove others that, hey, I know what I learned back in the day. I know I can do this more. Give me the reins and let me fucking show you. I started using my voice instead of worrying about what I'm doing in the ring constantly. I use my voice a lot more. I voice my opinions. I let people know, hey, I don't like that, instead of just letting it go. Now I became more of an opinion and or more of a voice to where I am comfortable enough where I could probably, it will never happen, but I would be comfortable enough to stand out in a crowd with my underwear on, no socks, no shoes, no nothing, and cut a promo. That's how comfortable I got with myself and who I am nowadays.
And you always worked a stiff like style where you have adapted to not just the pro wrestling style but the deathmatch style.
Um, Growing up, no, because it was,
All right, boys.
well, I was taught that if you tag me, I'm going to tag you 10 times harder. So I was learning, I took what I learned back in the day and started working with guys who were a little bit more snug and stiff. And I'm like, okay, so I'm not going to be afraid no more. I'm not going to be worried about the consequences because they're doing this. And the way the wrestling evolved with the move sets to how storylines are even more vamped nowadays. I liked watching like New Japan wrestling growing up. I loved that strong style, so then I started adapting that, and now that I've involved that into my wrestling, I think a lot of my matches, I love that contact. I love that feeling. It makes me feel alive.
And when
Hell
you
yeah.
talk about facing these competitors in these matches, do you have like five that stick out to you throughout
Yeah.
your time?
Of workers that I worked or who I would like to
Like
work.
that you've worked with, like matches, people
Okay.
that you've worked with that you really enjoyed.
One in particular who I won the Ice Pro Heavyweight Championship back in Milwaukee. He goes by two names, Chris Black
Oh,
or Sigmund Cochran the third. Um, I've had a very great working relationship with him. Such a comfortable vibe, and he was one of my favorites. Um, I would say I'm gonna say this, Sabu.
oh,
I worked it was like a 6-man tag match back in Milwaukee, and I didn't realize how easy going certain people can be. And when I met Sabu and worked him, it was really comfortable and crazy. And I bled so much at the end of that match, but it didn't feel like it. So that was one of my tops. Um, wow. I mean, just going through Neil Diamond Cutter.
Yeah,
oh,
I love him.
he's
Uh, my
great.
very my very second pay-per-view for Deep South, Carnage Cup 14.
Yeah.
I worked Neil, and again, turned out I was a little nervous because of his background and being in deathmatch for pretty much his whole career.
Yeah.
Um, but once I met him and we got to get out there and do the damn thing, the nerves went away and it was game on. And at the end of the match, looking back on it, it was one of my best death matches I've had. Um, I'll say Wildman Beast.
Oh,
Okay.
One
hell
of
yeah.
my one of my greatest friends that I became friends with. Because this business is very hard to have true friends.
True.
Um, Me and Wildman Beast uh had two different encounters. One was a hardcore death match in Berwyn, Illinois, where we
Oh,
beat the
you were in the
dog shit
Berlin.
out of each. Yeah, we beat the dog shit out of each other. In fact, he hit me in the head with uh, a sign or something, and this was the first time that I could never. I had to constantly wipe my eye. That's how
Mm.
much the blood was bleeding, and I couldn't see.
Wearing the crimson red of death, red mask.
Yep. And I wrestled him again in Mount Vernon, Illinois, for his retirement match here in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Um, wasn't a long match, wasn't a hardcore match. It was a regular wrestling match. He did fork me with the fork, bled a little, um,
Classic.
but that was one of the memorable, emotional matches. Besides me winning my heavyweight title back in the day, it was an emotional feeling for me because of the camaraderie that we made and the friendship and the bond that we shared.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a very emotional final goodbye match for him with me. Um, and honestly, the last match would happen to be this last pay-per-view WrestleMania for Deep South. I wrestled in a four-way match, Mickey Knuckles, Jay Blade, and I forgot the other dude's name. He's a little skinnier dude, but
Mm-hmm.
this was the first time I kind of had a straight face-to-face battle almost with Mickey Knuckles. It was practically me and her, pretty much half the match, if not more than half.
Yeah.
So
You guys have
that
never worked one-on-one.
no, I never worked Mickey one-on-one. I've talked to her about it. I've talked to plenty of people about it, but we did a four-way, and it was a great feeling and a great way to kick off the future for possibly me and Mickey.
Yeah, it needs to happen.
I think it will, most guaranteed. You have yourself a good career ahead, and that injury that you got right now, it's going to be back up and ready, and you're going to be kicking ass like you usually do, sir.
I greatly appreciate it, fellas. I mean, I did have some emotional feelings about this. It fucking sucks how it happened. And again, that match wasn't even a death match, and it was a regular Pele kick that how my arm just didn't want to cooperate. I mean, I look back on it, and I did that move hundreds of times in my career, and it's the first actual serious injury from wrestling. Outside of wrestling, I got hurt a lot. Construction wise, or I fell off a balcony and shattered my heels back in 2011. So in professional wrestling, I've had strains and a broken finger or so, gashes, but this was one that's keeping me out for months. So I greatly appreciate it, fellas.
I mean,
Well,
you
this is
know,
a true honor right here. When he told me you were coming on, it was a big honor.
Well, thank you
that,
guys for letting me be part of this, man. And
and,
I'll continue looking forward to all this upcoming awesome shit we're gonna put together with you guys. And
oh, shit, dude.
I cannot wait, Logan, for it to start happening in the real deal.
Oh, it's gonna happen. We're gonna make it happen somehow, some way.
Yes, sir. Thank you
Like,
guys for letting me be on here, man.
hell yeah, brother.
I'm gonna get going. I'm not gonna cut
Okay.
it too long, and I'm not gonna make it too short. I gave you guys some good timing. My wife's about to come here with some food, and I got to eat.
All right,
Get
brother.
yourself some food, brother. Thank you for coming on. You're
I love you
welcome
guys,
on
man.
anytime.
Thank you so
Love
much,
you.
and most
Hit you up
definitely.
later.
All right, man.
All right, peace. Larry,
So,
Larry, I got fucking stung during that. I am so sorry. Like, literally, a red wasp stung my hand.
oh, I hate that.
Yeah, look at this shit, dude.
Ugh.
That's why I shot up and said "son of a bitch" when I was in the middle of talking. I said, "God damn it! I just got stung as I was walking away." So I do apologize for leaving a couple of times. I did get stung by a fucking red wasp, and that was not pretty.
Well, I don't blame you. The shit is no fun thing to go through. Trust me.
So what's the next event we were about to hit up on?
Well, I have two more that we shall go over today,
Okay, that's fine.
and
That's fine. I need to get
that
this.
is. You want to take a guess?
Oh, please tell me it's Tournament of Mayhem.
Actually, I did not get any of the tournament mayhems for this episode.
Oh man. All right, that's fine. Next episode we'll talk about the tournament. But what I'm gonna guess it's Welcome to the Strange.
Actually, it's Great Southern Trendkill.
Wow. Okay, that's underrated as fuck to me. That whole card. Because they were all great matches. That entire weekend was great. You might as well mention St. Patrick's Day Massacre in this discussion as well, because they shared the weekend.
They did, but when I got it down, I only got down for Southern Trendkill at the moment, because I have another one that's down that's not St. Patrick's Day, but it
Okay, that's
is
fine.
Welcome to the Strange, and Hell is
Okay.
Coming was the one I was working on before you called.
Okay, we'll talk about Hell is Coming and all them on the next episode. We might have
Yes.
someone else with us.
Great Southern Trendkill, Adrian Knight versus Jason Ramirez.
Yeah, match of the fucking year in my opinion. One of them. Like there's so many. Ramirez was put, as I was telling you earlier, put on fucking clinics. Has been putting on clinics at SPW, and so does Adrian Knight. But if you remember, commentary said that Adrian Knight ended his undefeated streak.
And Adrian was on a big winning streak for a good point at 2, right? At one point.
Yeah, former SPW World Heavyweight Champion. As we talked about, he survived an all-out war. Both teams put on a clinic that day. Let's not take away from either teams, but the Lost Souls did the damn job. Is what I was looking at.
Well, the Lost Souls definitely put up a fight, and they proved why they are a superior faction here in SPW. And I have to ask, is your brother Nate Slater?
That's my cousin.
Okay, because he's literally in the next match against Mike Skyros at that time at Something Trick Kill.
Wow. So again, this is why I said bring up St. Patrick's Day massacre a little bit. So the night before, Zeus and Nate Slater collided in the main event, I believe, of St. Patrick's Day Massacre. And it was Full Metal Mayhem. Very good match. But in my soul, I kind of wanted to see Nate Slater walk away with it because it would have been cousin versus cousin.
That would have been awesome to see.
So, no, Nate, let me tell you that story while I do this. That says nay. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Hold up. I gotta fix this. I got this. I cannot, for some reason, tag people. Oh, now I can. There we go. All right. So how this whole thing came to be, me and Nate. So I went to a show he was on, TASW, in San Antonio. They were at this Traders Village, and he was in the main event, or I believe he was. And he had a hell of a match, and I've been following him ever since. I was supposed to have him on a podcast a while back ago at that time, but it sadly didn't come to be due to some personal issues and shit. But me and Nate, I went up to his table and I said, "Yo, are we related somehow? My last name is Slater as well." And he's like, "Cousin?" And we dapped up. I took a picture with him, but I still wear, to this day, bro, I'm wearing his wristband.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome, Christopher Casey.
What's up, Christopher? Yeah, I'll go with that because I don't know how to pronounce it either. But what up, Chris? But yeah, me and Nate have had that running joke. What up, cuz? You know, we're cousins.
Yeah.
And somehow, someway, I might Masada's in the family, so he might be a 13th cousin removed or something. I don't fucking know yet. I'll look at the family tree later. But yeah, Nate and Mike was another good one, and a match I think would be awesome to see somewhere on the Independents. Because Mike is well traveled, Nate is got a hell of a lineage in the sport. So yeah, it would be awesome to see in real life. But it was an awesome match at Great Southern Tranquil, and it was definitely needed because both men went through fucking wars at St. Patrick's Day Massacre.
Most
So
indeed, and we shall talk about that the same day we talk about St. Patrick's Day 2.
St. Patrick's Day 2. Okay.
And next up was the number one contender that will face the national champion at High Times 2, Isaac Lee versus Garrett Ryan.
Yeah, so he was added to the Fatal 4-Way, I believe. It was him, I believe, Alistair, if we're going to High Times 2, Alistair and Ramirez. And because I think somewhere on Carnage TV they picked up wins or that was built up along the way. But yeah, Isaac Lee and Garrett Ryan. Another slept-on one because Isaac Lee is more built for the hardcore wrestling style.
Yeah.
But Garrett Ryan is just an all-round athlete, a hybrid, if you will.
I believe it. You have a lot of hybrid-like competitors in this sport.
Yeah. I am getting tired of these fucking red wasps, man. Good lord.
And also, you called yourself the best hybrid champion.
The best hybrid deathmatch wrestler of all time.
Well said.
That's how it is. That's how it always will be. It was before I won the belt, and it's going to be after I lose it. I will still be the greatest to ever do it. Now, next match on Great Southern Trendkill.
Well, I think I'm going to knock this one out of the way so you can maybe explain this one. I noticed that the open challenges for the national championship doesn't really seem like anything new, but this time it's involving Alex Knight.
Yeah, so the national title has brought in a lot of people to SPW, and it brought in CJ Frost that night. And
CJ
that's
Frost was
where
attracted to the belt.
it seems to be, and obviously, like he's now a two-time national champion. We seen him last week. This young man could fucking lose that belt tomorrow, and he's gonna get a rocket strapped to his fucking back.
Yeah.
I love CJ. I respect him, but I think we got some issues to settle inside that ring, and it's coming very soon.
But Alex Knight with that national championship at Great Southern Trendkill when he made that open challenge.
Yeah, that was ballsy. I'll give him credit. He did put up a hell of a fight when he was national champion. A couple of great defenses, but CJ Frost got the better of him. Alex Knight is due back at some point. We might see him at Violence no matter what. Stay tuned. Because it
Most
seems there's
indeed.
a little bit of unsettlement between Akane Vachon and the ringleader, the killer trifecta, Jay Monson.
I believe it.
So.
And another matchup that was there was the Bellamy sisters versus the Media Outcasts.
The first ever female tag match we've ever had.
Incredible. It was a good
It was
one.
an incredible match.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That one, it's in the works, but I think a second one is coming for Violence no matter what, man.
I can't wait to see that. That's going to be epic.
Well, stay tuned, my guy. Stay tuned.
What could you tell us about both these teams, though, the Bellamy sisters and the Media Outcasts?
So the Bellamy's, I've been watching them since I found out about Repio League RYL, and they were putting on clinics, singles against each other, teaming up, all this shit. So I was like, let's see how they are in SPW. They competed singles, but not against each other. But I wanted to team them up and see how they fared. And they went up against ERPW's Media Outcast, and by God, they're good. The Media Outcast are good, bro. They're both good teams, and I would love to see a rematch down the road.
Most definitely indeed. And welcome, David Rigdon.
Hi, guy. How you doing?
And there was also a street fight tornado tag between the Chaotic Kingdom and Carnage Corporation.
Ah, yeah, I forgot about that one. Okay. Sorry, I am still icing my shit. So Chaotic Kingdom came in, raised all hell. As you've seen them, they were in a #1 contenders match at the World Is Yours 2. If you were there live, as I said, those productions are in the process of being edited. Blame our old ass systems, but we are going to get them out there to you so you can relive the night of the magic of our anniversary weekend.
Indeed.
But Carnage Corporation is Draven Solis's buddies. They trained together in the SPW Wrestling Academy, and they really proved their worth. I believe Chaotic Kingdom got the win, but Carnage Corporation really proved their worth. They really proved their worth. I would love to see it again, too.
And you talk about your women's division, and you had a great women's match between Raven Grimm and Britt Graves. And in anything goes.
Yep, those broads were fucking nuts. In all honesty, I saw Britt Graves winning that.
Oh, you saw the future.
Yeah. Did she win it? I had a match that night too, so I forgot. Did she win it?
Wait. You had a match on here too?
Yeah, it was the main event, bro.
Okay, when you told me to look for the Facebook page on the card, I must have looked at the wrong card for it at that time when I was looking for the Facebook page at the cards. Because I have Rob Anderson and Jay Monster.
They were the co-main event.
Okay, then I must have missed a photo. That's my bad.
And so that was one of those that was released around that time as well, because we had to wait for the
Oh.
result of the night before.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll talk about mine before Rob's. I'll let you keep your main event that you have written down, but I'll
Like
talk
I said,
about.
I did not. I must have not seen the photo because when I was looking for him, did not see a photo of you on there. My bad.
I am so offended right now. I'm kidding. So where were we at? Yeah.
Well, let's
They
just
pulled each other apart.
right after just talk about your world title match since I don't have it written down.
So Britt and Raven do have a bit of history between each other, so it was
Yes.
kind of cool to see them fight in the where the fuck were we at?
They
Chicago.
faced in quite a few places. I think you
I'm
guys
talking
were in
about.
Chicago.
Ow! Where was our match at? That match? What building? Some kind of athletic center that we're probably not allowed in anymore.
Oof.
Because of all the glass. I don't fucking know. But yeah, it was a great fucking fight for Chicago, and I don't think the fans sat down for that one.
Now you defending that, was this for your SPW Mayhem Championship, the one that you were in?
This is for I was facing Zeus. He retained against Nate the night before, and we went in we needed to do this match. I've told the story before, but we've had a long history going all the way back to IXW, a place called HCW. We've had a lot of, great fucking fights, but we've also teamed against with each other.
Yeah.
And man, in 2019, we faced for one of the first incarnations of what became the Mayhem Belt. It's gone through a massive identity change, and there might be a new, it's going to still be the Mayhem Belt next year, but it might have a new design. We'll see. So we had to do it in 2019. We fought for that belt, but it didn't come to an actual finish, if you will. I'm going to sit down for a minute. I apparently need to keep this elevated, so I'm going to look dumb as fuck right now. What the fuck was I about to say? Yeah. So, it didn't come to a finish because the fucker broke his back. And who did it? Me. Do I have any regrets? It just sucks I didn't kill him. So, I had to put this 10-year story to an end and elevate this Mayhem Championship, and we did it in an Armageddon death match. Balls count anywhere in the damn building, and it was possibly, next to J Monsters, one of my favorite matches. And probably my favorite match against him. Not because I won. It's because after 10 years, we knew each other so well that I knew the match was going to be good.
Yeah.
Like, all I did was push him off a ladder, and he went through a stack of 4 fucking tables in
Gotta love it.
2019. Oh, it was a great fucking match. But sadly, it will never be seen. Do you remember the streaming service Mixer?
Yes.
Yeah, that will, because it's no longer around, you will no longer be able to see it.
Damn.
But somebody might have a copy of it. I'll check.
And the matchups did not end there. as that night you closed out the show, but we also had others that happened before you closed out the show. Like it was a no holds barred between Jacob Rogers and Don Harrison.
What was a great partnership turned into pure bedlam and pure hatred between those two. They were together in Lost Souls. I think the wrong person won, but it was a good match all in all.
Thank you for stopping by, Haley.
All right, bye. I'm waving with my bad hand. I'll talk to you later. But yeah, I think the wrong person won. Because where's Don Harrison been since then?
Probably lurking.
Well, who knows? Who fucking knows at this point? But that was a fun match to see. Damn. Man. All right, next match.
You also had a relaxed rules between Icon King Tuan versus Joey Samuels.
Joey, what the fuck's your name? Blakely, shut up. Yeah. Joey Samuels made his debut that night, I believe.
At Great Southern Trendkill.
Yes, I believe that was his SPW debut. He had a hell of a match. Like, one of the best relaxed rules matches we ever held. You don't want to start a story off like that, too hasty. But all they did was work chairs, dude. It was just fucking chairs. And they had a clinic. And that's one of the maybe few hardcore matches, maybe two, that Icon Empress had in this company. Ow.
I guess Icon has just been able to avoid those.
I mean, even with his regular matches, and he had a great ass match on The World Is Yours too, and I think I said that's a match people need to watch.
Well, Icon King, in my opinion, has always been a king in some way or another. Where he goes, the gold follows.
But the crazy thing is, I remember a while back ago, people were saying that he couldn't wrestle, and he's definitely proved everyone wrong.
Oh, he does. He has amazing promos, too.
Yeah.
His work is very good.
Yeah, that was a fun match. Joey Samuels, I believe he's working. I don't know if he's hurt or something like that. I can't remember.
Probably working indies.
We're the indies. Come on, man. No, Joey, I think he was hurt. He appeared in the gauntlet, and then I heard that he was hurt. That's all I know.
Well, I guess that remains to be seen if we will ever see him again. And next up is for the team that we've talked about quite a bit as of late. Lost Souls versus another team we brought up, the Monties. The champions are the Lost Souls, who defended against the Monties for the tag titles.
Wasn't that a triple threat?
On the card,
No.
not this one.
No, because it wound up becoming a triple threat upon the day of the show.
Okay, then if it did.
And that means you.
Why would you ask me that if you knew already then? I don't get it.
Well, I was wanting to see if you knew.
Well, that's why I asked, bro. You put out these cards.
So, yeah, again, cards are subject to change whenever, and it was kind of last minute.
Now that was on you for the fact of I did not see no card change. All I saw were two teams, bro. So
No, because
next time you want me to go for
happened-
your shit, make sure that they're all ready.
Hold on a minute. Now, I've always said card is subject to change.
Yes,
That
you
one
have,
happened-
but on the card there was no change subject on that, so I only saw two teams. I'm telling you what I said and what I saw.
I know, because the change didn't happen until the show.
Exactly.
So there was nothing I could do.
This was a card I went through on your actual cards.
Okay, so that show is up on YouTube. It did turn into a three-way because, well, we're the bosses and we do what the fuck we want.
Wait, your Lost Souls?
No, the
I'm
Syndicate
kidding. I was kidding.
do whatever the fuck they want, and they entered themselves. Damian Rage, Vincent Oldman entered themselves into the tag team title match because again they had been unpinned. They had been unpinned, and they are still unpinned. So they entered themselves in, but I believe the Lost Souls retained by pinning the Monties.
Well, they were the champions going in.
Yeah, that was, I believe they won it the night before against the Backseat Boys.
And the Backseat Boys are definitely a mainstay team. That's no joke.
Mm-hmm.
And we also had for the women's title, Brittany Black versus Zulu. Brittany Black, the champion. Was
Part
there any
one.
third person in this one?
No, I promise you there was not. Because I mentioned part one being done at Madhouse. The Madhouse, they had I think, a much better
Was
match.
it just called Madhouse?
Little Psycho's Madhouse. If you've been tuning in, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Well, all you said was Madhouse, and you made it sound like this was recently, and I'm like, but recently we saw Brittany and Zulu again.
Yeah, Little Psycho's Madhouse. That's exactly what. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that match was better than this one.
Oh, wow.
I'll admit that.
What was so better about it then compared to the other?
Because it wasn't. If you watch the match, it definitely seemed more in Lulu's favor. I loved the fact that Lulu was so dominant. Definitely showing why she's still one of the best. What is going on? Speaking of Joey Samuels, there he is. What's up, CJ Frost? Look at all the people tuning in.
Everybody coming in to say hi.
See, we're on the show that Joey Samuels debuted on. We're on the show that CJ won the belt on. What a coincidence, right?
Hey, they finally showed up.
Good evening.
And if y'all did not check out the DPW show that just happened, it was dope.
Yep, I will. I actually do need to check that out. I woke up a little late. Man, so what were we on? So it was more of a technical match, and it felt one-sided in the favor of the champion. While she was the champion by the end of the match, it still felt very one-sided for her. So in the old school rules match that they had at Little Psycho's Madhouse, it kind of seemed more in both of their favors because Lulu's not afraid to swing a chair to herself.
Most indeed.
And I'm waiting for part 3.
Well, I guess that could happen on the 31st.
I have no idea yet. We'll see.
And aren't you also, hold on, before we continue, isn't there also something happening on the 30th?
Of what?
August.
Yeah, BCW.
Dope.
Yep. BCW will be live the day before we do. So kind of a double feature, if you will.
Okay. Hell yeah. And as we were talking about a little bit earlier, it was old school rules between the champion Rob versus Jay Monster for the title.
There was a lot of hate. All right, so right out the rip, Rob said on social media that he fucking hated Jay Monster's guts. So
I mean, he was
yeah,
working for him at KCW for a long bit. Ooh.
I think there was just there was a little bit of hatred between the two, and it definitely showed. Very back and forth affair. Very back and forth. I believe Rob Anderson retained. And
Well, Rob was your champion for a good bit. And then he
still
lost,
is.
but then he inserted himself into a match not too long ago, remember?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't see him that entire night until he walked through the curtain. I was like, who the fuck brought him in?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, bro. Hell of a match. I'm surprised that Jay Monster was 100% after the burns he endured on that one episode of CTV. Carnage TV.
Well, Carnage TV is very something to go watch. If you guys haven't, please go check out the YouTube page and Twitch page.
Yep. With Carnage TV, the one episode that stood out to me more recently was season 1, episode 6. Adrian Knight and J Monster, non-title affair, and what a fucking fight that was.
Wasn't that the episode right before that edit one that you guys did?
The Raw edit, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Blakely. How are you? We know you're still here. So yeah, fucking, I don't know what the hell happened, but the next thing I know, they go through a fucking table together, but it was still on fire after it broke. Like the ring was on fire.
Perfect.
And I was like, oh fuck, here we go. And Adrian does a dragon sleeper in the flames on J Monster. I was like, oh my fucking god. Stop the fucking match, dude. I don't care if he taps. Like, dude. And he kept beating his ass afterwards. I'm like, all right, this is not gonna end well for either team. So, I think that was on the road to Welcome to the Strange.
Well, as we have finish up that show, we are literally going to talk about
crazy.
one more show, and that is Welcome to the Strange,
That's fucking crazy, right? Good segue.
Where we were just talking about a few matches earlier, which culminated where it was a 6-women ladder title match between Brittany Black, Danielle Kimball, Tessa Rogers, Maggie Morgan, Lil Psycho, and Lulu.
Yeah, and good point, CJ. He's not called J Monster. That motherfucker's tough. I mean, revisiting my match from a show we haven't talked about yet, but my return, I had a great match with him. And I'm glad I did. What a way to come back.
But Maggie did take up that victory in the 6-women ladder match.
Sorry. Yes. In all fairness, the odd-end favorite was Brittany Black. That was the favorite going in, and then I was like, oh shit, Maggie Morgan fucking did it. Let's go. And that belt is gorgeous, by the way. I love whoever designed that. What's his name? Oh yeah, Damian Rage. He did a great job. It's a beautiful belt. We don't see many champions, as we mentioned before.
Yes, we have been around for just a year.
Mm-hmm. So that was a hell of a match. So much fucking chaos to kick that off. We were in California.
It was a great way to kick off the show for what was to come next as we moved on to something that... Are these... right here. It was Alex Knight versus Alex Angel in a number 1 contenders match to the national championship.
Alex Angel. Isaac
Angel. My bad.
Yeah. Obviously, Alex Knight went on to face Icon Emperor Paul Montana at Tournament of Mayhem.
Which we will talk about next time.
Yes. I can't wait to dive into that. I fucking love that show.
We could dive into all of them. Now
this one I really, really love. Yeah, Alex, they had an amazing fucking match.
The cake is free again.
Alex Knight coming out with that victory in the matchup too.
Yes, he did. He definitely broke away a little bit from the killer trifecta, which I think was needed for him. So people didn't see him as just like a tag specialist in SPW.
Saw him as something more.
Yes, he definitely broke out that night. A great match too.
I know you're going to like this one because this one has your boys in it. The Syndicate versus Carnage Corp.
I forgot why that match was booked.
The Syndicate coming out victorious.
I forgot why that match was booked.
Yeah.
You forgot why it was booked?
I'm trying to remember. Give me a minute. Great match, though. Banger. That's all I can say right now. Let's go to the next match.
It was a banger. It was.
I'll think about why I booked that later. Maybe it was 420 booking as well.
Well, as we come back to that, what would you have to say about that? Do you remember the match, like at home?
Sure.
Damn
No,
it!
I don't actually. Again, 420 booking, but a hell of a match. I do remember bits and pieces, but not enough to discuss.
Understood.
Yep.
Now,
That's
a man that we talked about quite a bit already, and we've given him a lot of credit on this one, the SPW National Championship Open Challenge by the champ, Twan Montana, versus against Draven, with Twan walking out victorious.
the Crow, Draven. Okay. I that that one I actually didn't know again until the day of the show. But when he walked in, it was nothing but love. I said, go out there and give it your all. And he really did. He dominated a good chunk of that match.
Most
But
indeed.
at the end of the day, somehow, some way, Juan Montana edged him out. But it really put Draven on the map for SPW, in a way.
Draven got
And
a good showing there, so he showed what he was about.
yep, he's been quite used quite a lot since then.
And we were just talking about how Mike Skyros and Charles Colton has history earlier, and they had an encounter here with Skyros winning, where he attacked. Skyros may have won, but he attacked Colton after winning.
Yeah, Colton had been out of action he returned in November, but he was out of action for quite a while.
Put him on the
So,
shelf.
yeah, and that was because of Skyros, and everybody was loving him for it. I'm like, I don't know why you're celebrating him. I'm like, granted, he's a Syracuse boy. Yes, he's my boy, but he could have fucking ended Charles Colton's career. He almost broke his fucking neck.
Yeah.
Thank God it was, lesser than that, and he was able to come back sooner. So it was a hell of a match. Very personal match between those two.
And
Part
like we
3,
stated, they've already faced before.
yep, that was at Bonded by Blood. Skyros won that. And he attacked him that night, too. It was the same pattern.
He really just hates Charles.
Yeah, so part 3 is at some point around the corner.
Most definitely agreed. I would love to see that, and I know the people would. And that just set up for another crazy matchup, as it was light tubes, tables, and chairs. JB Anderson versus Jason Ramirez, with Jason Ramirez taking the W.
Yep. So Jason, that match was originally scheduled for Black December. There's a little lore for you.
Hell yeah.
It was supposed to be in Philly, but again, we were told not to come back. That was a part of the reason why the show didn't happen. And again, the electronics issue. So we postponed it until fucking January, and it delivered. It was Jason Ramirez's first death match.
Oh?
Yeah. He said, I want to do it. And I said, fine, I got somebody for you. Boom. I thought the experience was going to go into the favor of Anderson, but Ramirez he's smart. Very smart ring IQ, and he figured it out.
Most agreed. And Jason, he proved that he could hang with the top ones here. And makes you wonder, what will he do in SPW going forward?
We'll see. We'll see. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, we got August 31st with Violence No Matter What coming up. And, of course, that interpromotional show, as we just announced, SPW, IWA Wrestling, and RCL Wrestling presents All-American Massacre September 28th in Atlanta, Georgia at the Center Stage Theater. And
Most indeed. It is
so
going to
you
be
might see him
epic.
at one of those two shows.
Huh?
You might see Ramirez at one of these two shows.
Big surprises yet to come.
Mm-hmm. We
And
got
next
one
up,
more match to announce.
what? Huh?
I was saying we got one more match to announce tonight, and
All right.
we'll be done for the day on that.
All right.
Violence No Matter What. You can keep going.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yep.
Anything goes. Bam Sullivan versus Kamikaze, with Bam walking out victorious, but Kamikaze putting up another great showing in my eyes.
Yep, but it also sent him into a 4-month exile.
That's true, but still put up a good showing.
He did. It was it was a shame, really. But you could catch those. The first match they had, I think it was a 3-way dance. The first encounter they had was there, and then they had a one-on-one match, all on Carnage TV on YouTube. So the second match, though, one-on-one match, Bam Sullivan, despicable, just despicable. But that also secured him a spot in a future event we are going to be talking about, which is Tournament of Mayhem. So.
Most indeed, most indeed. And when we get there, it will be fun to talk about. And we are bringing up another person that you brought up before, your cousin, Nate Slater versus Judax, with Nate Slater walking out victorious in a steel cage match.
Okay. Yep, that pretty much ended the story. And to be fair, I think Judas's run in SPW, he's, I think there was I don't know. I don't think we were his cup of tea, really. And I understand that. We're not everybody's cup of tea. We're not for everyone. But the door is open for him to come back. Hell of a match between him. Two Goliaths tearing it up old school style.
Yes, and it was a steel cage, so there was only so many places they could go.
Did Nate fly?
Huh?
Did Nate fly?
Off the cage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I was making sure that was the right match. All right, yeah.
Yes, because remember he did that move. I forget.
I think it may have been a crossbody.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the reaction! I remember the reaction.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
I'm like, that big son of a bitch just flew. Who knew?
He got some height on him.
But during that build-up, we saw the debut of Monsters Among You. Full circle, they're challenging for the tag belts in August, or on August 31st. So there you
That's
go.
going to be insane to see, and those two monstrous beings are not going to go down without a good fight.
Mm-hmm. Oh God, this is going to be a tough match for me to watch on the 31st.
I have no doubt whatsoever, sir.
I'm crying a little bit inside. But yeah, Nate Slater is, again, one of my boys. And as I said before, the door is wide open for Judith to return.
Well, maybe we shall see him down the line. And their match just set up a crazy matchup that we were actually talking about earlier. It was CZW rules for the SPW World Tag Team Championships between Crystal Meth and the Backseat Boys, with it starting out in a brawl on the outside of the ring from the start, with the Backseat Boys taking the win.
Yeah. I always thought that someone bigger would have beaten them, but it was CZW rules, and the Backseat Boys, learned from one of the best to compete in CZW, Johnny Cashmere. So I'm pretty sure the knowledge, to pick up the victory, was there. And you look at their fucking matches the original Backseats had; they were fucking nuts.
Oh, yes.
So this was nothing short, and that could add to the legacy of the Backseat Boys themselves. I was happy when they won. It was cool to see a breath of fresh air. And nothing
Most
but love
indeed.
to Zeus and Allie, but
Yeah.
a breath of fresh air was needed, and they got the job done. What can we say?
We were happy to see them there, and we hope to see them back.
Yeah, well, we might see Crystal Meth back soon. We'll see.
And this one, you and I have talked about before I even became part of SPW, or before even Eddie became part of SPW. It was the Light 2 Mayhem, Jack Graves versus Matt Tremont, the sequel, with Jack Graves winning.
The first one was on Carnage TV.
Yes.
And Matt wound up getting the victory on that. But the second one, Jack got the win, and look where he's been since. Like,
Yeah.
Jack became a world champion. He's in the main event of our next show. So that man has benefited very well from facing Matt Tremont.
I feel the man, even before facing Matt, has definitely made a name for himself as a world title contender elsewhere.
Who? Where?
Jack,
Oh, yeah, of course. KCW, all those
before
other
even
places.
before even entering SPW doors, even before facing Matt, he has faced quite a bit of talent, I can say. The man
Oh,
has
I know
proven
that.
himself.
I definitely know that, but that one really boosted him, in my opinion. Because he took on one of the best in the fucking world. In his wheelhouse. That's Matt's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So he took it, so it really elevated him. But yes, he was a main event player everywhere else too.
Yeah, but he's also known for his violence and brutality. Yeah, he's no deathmatch star, but Jack has been known to make people bleed, and he loves to bleed himself.
Oh, I know. He bled all
So
over the
that's where I
fucking place.
say Matt may have been in the business longer, but Jack is no joke. Anytime anybody, I don't care who you are, is faced with a Graves, you are in for work and trouble.
I 100% agree with you. I mean, he became
I'm
world
sorry,
champion for a
Mr.
fucking
Slater,
reason.
but if it comes between you and him, I'm just going to say it to you right now. Graves is a whole different animal than you.
We'll see how that goes. I would love to face him down the
Like
road.
I said, if you two ever face, like I said, Jack, though, I will never count out, and I will never count you out either, but never count out a Graves. Never.
I mean, I have faced bigger a beast. I am no stranger to big men
Yeah, but
like him.
that's not Jack. You have
I
faced
understand
deathmatch
that.
guys, but what it sounds like you've never
I'm
faced
not.
Jack.
I'm not talking about deathmatch guys. No, I've wrestled
Oh, you
outside of
may have
that.
faced others, but it sounds like you've never faced Graves.
No,
So,
that's why I said down the road I would love to face him.
exactly. I would love to see that. I'm surprised you two haven't
No,
faced yet.
time isn't right. Like in a business perspective, I don't think the time's right yet.
When the time is right, when that day comes, oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Well, that second anniversary show is calling.
Well, there you go.
I mean, we already got somewhere booked for that, so
Anything can happen down the line.
we
Like you
got
said,
many.
sir, your exact words. Card subject to change.
That's very true. But next match,
It was the main event of the night as the SPW World Heavyweight Championship 2 out of 3 falls.
good
Adrian
match.
Knight, the champion, versus Jay Smoke. With the champion Jay Smoke, Jay Smoke became the new champion, but he's been in your world title scene for some time too.
Actually, he hasn't been seen since before Tournament of Mayhem because he vacated the gold.
He vacated it. Was there reasons or was it storyline?
But really, it may have been real life shit, but I do believe
Oh.
he was injured too.
Hmm. Okay.
So at Tournament of Mayhem, at the end of the day, we wound up having to make, fill that hole, and it wound up, I think, becoming Rob Anderson. But Jay
Oh.
Smoke and Adrian Knight put on one hell of a fight. They really fucking did. They bled. I mean, you couldn't really tell with Jay Smoke, but they bled buckets. Because he was wearing a mask. I think his mask was filled with blood by the end when he came back to the locker room. But that was one mean fight. The door is always open for Jay. You know, do not sleep on Jay Smoke.
Never.
Say that to
Never.
this day.
An ASW? Oh, dude. I've seen what he's capable of as well.
That's his home promotion, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, I know that. That's actually where I found him. I was like, holy fuck. That's all I said was, holy fuck, I can do so much with this motherfucker.
And
He
yet,
had a
you
hell of a
have.
match.
You have.
Yeah, I was hoping to see Jack Graves and Jay Smoke at Tournament of Mayhem, but it didn't come to be.
Oh, you're in for a spectacle when those two face. I saw them face off at TXT 10 by 10, Mr. Damian Briggs's company, It was
Oh yeah,
epic.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main event was a real spectacle. We really delivered on that show. That whole show was unbelievable. I don't think I was on it, but it still delivered.
I think the show delivered, and I think it would have been awesome to see you a part of it, but who knows, there could be a second one. Return to the Strange 2.
Welcome. No, I mean that sounds like a show that deserves a sequel.
Yeah, but agreed.
You know, because we don't want to leave them high and dry. So you never say never. We got a lot of opportunities for that show to happen, and who knows, maybe on the other side of the fucking world.
Very well could be. Very well could be. And we just went through all the cards that we will go through today, but you said you had an announcement you wanted to make.
Did I?
Yes, you said you wanted to announce one more match card to us, I believe.
Oh yeah, that'll be announced on social media too. But man, what the hell? We will be having what's the next match I was set to announce? Fuck. We've been talking about this. I completely forgot what it was. Oh yeah. All right. So I remembered now. Next match coming will be the second time we ever see this match stipulation
Oh,
in SPW. So Brian White has had some choice words. He has some choice words regarding Alex Stretch. So I couldn't wait any longer. Alex Stretch and Brian White will collide in an Iron Man death match at Violence No Matter What.
ooh, you had a previous one that we talked about between Jay Kenzie, aka Kushida. Now,
Haku Kushida and Bam Sullivan. That was the first one we ever did.
yep,
Uh,
3-2, 3-2.
there, there's going to be a lot of hate in that one.
Is this going to be 20 or 30 minutes?
We'll let you know.
All right.
We'll let you know. But
Anything
it's
else
going to
we
be
need to get out of the way, my good friend?
just be ready for what's to come from SPW at the end of the year. Coming to the end of the year. The next two shows coming up. Violence No Matter What, August 31st. We have 7 amazing matches that have been announced. But we also got SPW, IWA Wrestling, and RCO Wrestling collaborating to put on All American Massacre September 28th in Atlanta, Georgia. I can't wait.
Stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. Big stuff is to come.
Yes, sir. Now I need to go take care of this hand.
All right, you go do that, good sir. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to Andrew Kato. Ladies and
Love that
gentlemen,
guy.
that was Anarchy Archives Episode 2. And stay tuned for more. This will be happening with Episode 3 in the future. Stay tuned.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.